Hello?
I just want to start with you know what I love about my hair right now?
What do you love about your hair right now?
These guys right here, it's just ever so slightly like a quirky, like sticking out in a weird spot.
Okay.
It's a little like.
Is that important to you?
Yeah,
I
love it. That's my brand.
I mean,
like a little messy, but still like put together.
I didn't realize that your hair was a part of.
No,
I knew the color was a part of the brand. I didn't know like how it was
like
in its
when
curliness.
there's like a stray like friend that pops up, like an alfalfa sprout-y type thing, just like a singular section.
I had no idea. Hi Olaf.
Hello.
Hi Tyler. Hi Grace.
What's going on?
How are we doing, everybody?
This is gonna be the last live stream for a little while.
I mean, for a couple of weeks.
Because someone's leaving the country.
Sorry. I mean, wouldn't you?
You're picking a not bad time.
Hello.
To do it.
I feel like it's not bad. Hi, Jeffrey.
Hello, what's going on?
Moop, Randall. Everybody's coming.
Don't worry. There will still be podcasts. There will be, what's it called, where it's pre-recorded and it's uploaded.
Oh, it's a premiere.
Yes. Where y'all can still chat with each other.
Yes, exactly.
Although last time I did that, when I did that with Lauren, someone went in the chat and they were just like, Matt's stealing some random girl. See y'all next week. It was like,
that's rude.
Leave Dr. Lauren alone, okay?
Dr. Lauren was an icon that week and all weeks.
Yeah, because I think they were also mad that like it wasn't live.
Well,
like, you could tell it was
they'll get over it, you know? Hi, Mrs. Elmatic84. How are we all doing today? I hope everyone had a good Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. Who's a father? Raise your hand.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe some. I feel like we have a few moms. I wonder if there are any dads. I mean, I guess our one straight guy, Sarah's husband, who I know listens.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still listens, but he listens for a minute.
Here in the
chat.
live
I
chat,
don't know.
who's his dad. And no offense, pet parents don't count. We're just saying.
I love that we're opening with getting the pet girlies mad at us.
Your pet's not giving you a Father's Day card, guys.
Oh
Who
my
are the people who got
gosh.
cards today?
Wow.
From the kids.
Okay, we'll see if there are any fathers in the chat. It's getting people mad right at the top. Is that why you're in a hurry to get a Switch to play? I mean, I am excited to play it on the plane ride because someone with an anchor in the chat might be selling me a Switch 2 this week because I've been at Best Buy multiple days trying to buy one, including this past Friday. No, nothing.
Nothing. To talk about Sabrina Carpenter.
I mean, I think we're going to disappoint you just because we don't have such strong I just feel like we have a more strong feeling about the reaction to the cover than the cover itself.
Sure.
But I guess we'll see. The Type Dangerous music video was something else. I haven't seen it yet, but I will say I have been spoiled on like the big excitement. Which I will say I was spoiled by a picture at first, and I was like, I don't know who that is. So like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, Carol, I'm so sad.
I'm so sorry. Condolences to you and your family.
Absolutely.
And I'm so sorry.
What the heck are pet parents? Some people, with pets refer to themselves as like, cat mom or like a dog dad or whatever. And it's different. It's different. I don't have as much of a strong feeling about it, but that is, I don't think, the same.
Yeah.
I think it's different.
Yeah. Steele, are you pleased with Survivor and Big Brother players? We'll talk new season Traitors. Yeah, I think solid. Well, then we'll talk about it. But where are you going, Matt?
I am going to France.
You were just in fucking Spain.
That was a whole year ago.
That wasn't a year ago.
That
was the beginning of this year.
No, that was
Where were you beginning of this year? Were you in Georgia or something?
I went to Atlanta for a little bit. Yeah.
But like, that was
in April?
Is that where you were in April? I don't remember.
Girl, you don't listen to me. Do not listen to me.
Remember.
Yes, I went to my reunion. I didn't have a high school reunion in Spain
a year ago?
Yes.
That's out of control.
I know. I do a summer trip vacation thing, and that was a year ago.
Jesus.
I know.
When's the Type Dangerous music video coming?
Oh, our reaction to it. It's going to be on Patreon tomorrow, hopefully.
It's not going to be on the regular YouTube channel?
I don't think so. We got to put something on Patreon, guys. And we don't generally do like song and music video, but it's Mariah. But we already put the one out for Sabrina Carpenter.
The Sabrina one was originally supposed to be a Patreon video, but then when Mariah didn't happen, we were like, guess this is going to be a regular
But it's like,
YouTube
Mariah,
video.
where were you on Friday?
We need to know. Yeah, he's going to talk about Mariah's AI music video.
Look, we haven't watched the video yet. I'm sorry. Patreon.com/2GameMats. It's only $5 a month. LOL, Atlanta is easily confused for Spain. It's true.
Hello, mother.
Hi, Mama Steele. the pet parents who walk their pets in a stroller on a whole nother level. That's funny. I mean, everyone's got to do what they got to do. If that's your, like, if that makes you happy, if that brings you joy,
Of
I'm
course,
not going to.
love your pet. I don't mind
your
a pet
pet
in a stroller thing. Because it's like, sometimes you don't have to like drag the dog. If the dog doesn't want to walk, or if the dog can't, like, has a hard time walking, if they're old or something. It's just, like, I get that.
Yes.
I'm totally fine with that. But you have to bring the animal everywhere.
Could you stop getting the pet parents mad up top, please? People take their pets very seriously.
And as you should. It's a living being. It's part of the family. You love them. They love you. But
what about a review of Miley's Something Beautiful movie? That's also going to be on Patreon only. And
you're taking your time putting that one up.
Oh, it's going to be up because I was like, I think Mariah makes more sense to put out tomorrow.
Sure.
It's scheduled to be put out Thursday, the Miley one.
Are you scared?
Not scared, but if you're a fan of Miley Cyrus and really loved the film.
Which we are. We're
fans of her too.
Miley Cyrus.
If you loved the film, like Down, I would not become a patron to hear what we have to say about it. That's
Actually, no. Become a patron to get it.
You should, but like don't
discourage the people from
I'm not
becoming
trying to discourage. I just want you to know. I mean, you'll see the clip. You'll see a little preview clip.
You'll see a clip.
You'll see a clip.
Did y'all go see Materialists?
We're going for
right behind. Oh, you're in it. Oh, that's awesome.
Exciting.
We're going. I am being very strong and very brave and waiting until my birthday to see it.
Hey.
And I really would love to see it right now tonight.
I waited a full day before the Mariah video, so we're in similar boats.
We're waiting almost an entire week to see Materialists.
I mean, but it's a movie, and you have work and other things to do during the week. Think about other things.
Hello, Montrez.
Hi, Montrez.
I love my pets, but I am not parenting them. It's fine. Matt Palmer, did you watch Mariah's BET performance? They are dragging her.
I did, and I mean, honestly, they need to get over themselves. And also, you should just watch her today at the UK Capital FM performance, where she got all of your bitchy little notes, and she's been walking around a lot, sounding great, looking great, interacting with the audience, talking to fans. So
not their bitchy little notes.
I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things. Like, I am so used to getting rude comments about us on our videos. When I see one rude Mariah comment, I'm itching. And I'm always like, Steele, don't respond to that. And every time I'm like, fuck you don't know what she's done for the industry. I don't do it, but I think it.
Yeah.
I think it. Especially not to point out a person, but there was one person who was like, Mariah's just never been like a singer like Adele. Like, she's always been a great performer.
That you replied to that.
It was a short reply.
A short reply.
And the reply was just like, you should know what you're talking. It was like, go listen to her 90s catalog.
Yeah.
And tell me she's not.
Adele would scoff at you for saying that.
Adele would laugh in your face.
Adele would be like, how dare you?
Yes.
Ambria, thank you for getting seeing our the live stream.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much. Yes. Click that link. Buy tickets to the live stream or go in person. We'd love to see you there.
Look for me chewing my gum in the play scene. All right, Michael. Mariah let go of the gown and heels in London. She looks and sounds good.
Yes,
okay.
it's true. It's a great performance.
Well, she always looks great. Hello.
Per usual. Absolutely.
Number one dancer, Mariah. I love how the thing I love about Mariah Carey performances now is that she is leaning into the fact that she does not dance. She is just like now it's a part of the fun of seeing Mariah Carey.
Right. It's true.
Of being the diva Mariah Carey.
Yes. And also, not to just get on a whole Mariah tangent, we all remember when she was recording a remix video for #Beautiful, which never came out, and she dislocated her arm and had nerve damage.
I remember that.
And who knows what physical pain she is or is not in. She was in her 40s at that point, having a very major fall.
And was wearing a glove for a year.
A long fucking time. So it's you don't know what happened. What's going on with her. Yeah. So please. What if I think Mariah's more of a vocalist and Adele is more of a singer? Tell me what you think the difference between those two things are, because those are synonyms in my book. Are y'all reacting to Sabrina? That's a great question. We don't know what we're going to do about Sabrina. We could. And yeah, it's like, I'll talk about something else. You guys.
And we can say this for the podcast.
We can say it for the podcast. It's a soft spot. It's a soft spot. Give us all of the feedback. Don't give me any feedback.
And it's like Mariah. She's in a part of her legacy where it's like, do whatever you want.
Right.
Do whatever you want.
Lauren, watch Mariah's performances from the 90s. Period. She taught Adele how to sing. Adele thinks she should be in the Bible. Adele could never sing like Prime Mariah. Period. I love Adele. She's great.
Because to be fair,
no one can. No one can.
I really think that injury has something to do with Mariah's movements present day. It very well could.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine.
Guys,
love everybody.
fine.
Yeah, it's
We're
like,
fine.
and sometimes it's just a lack of, what's that Kamala meme when she's like, oh, there's some education that needs to be happening here.
Sure.
Maybe it's a lot of that.
Yeah.
But what else is going on?
Yeah.
What
how's
else is
everyone
happening?
doing?
How are we feeling? Oh God, Tyler knows.
Oh yeah. I love how I was looking at the one comment that like made me mad.
Oh, what
in
was
the
that?
live stream last week was someone just like being like, I couldn't understand what you guys were talking about. Maybe go topic by topic, and it's like, what do you think we're doing? I think they probably just were watching this part of the live stream where we're just like chatting with people and didn't understand. Has probably never seen us before.
I
and we're just
know.
like, they're not talking about the Tony Awards.
Right,
What's
exactly.
happening? And it's
It's also like, it's truly like, get over it. Like,
fine.
you'll live, I'll live. But hey, there was a long stretch there where we were both like, we don't get as many mean comments anymore. Maybe,
don't.
But we're getting some.
We're getting some.
Maybe the mean comments are back.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something that's happening now.
Yeah. I feel like people don't go to YouTube to post mean comments anymore. I feel like Twitter has sort of taken that.
For sure.
Those people, they're like, oh, let's go here and do this.
This is the place to do it. See the tweets that said Whitney wasn't a performer? That is...
No, my algorithm is not showing me
It's
that.
like, maybe she wasn't a dancer, but you cannot watch a Whitney performance.
Yeah, do they know what performing is?
I know. They might think like J-Lo. Love all you who showed up to the marches and protests this weekend. Yes, it was a great thing to be at. It was encouraging. We'll talk about it during the thing, but it was encouraging. It was enriching. Because there's sometimes where you feel like, am I the only one who feels this way? Like, is the whole rest of the world crazy?
I know I'm not.
And so, but it's like to see a physical representation of that is always very like, oh, it's heartening. It's like, oh, what an awful administration we are living within at the moment. Do you guys like the Sabrina album cover? It's fine. Like, I don't have any strong feelings about it, if we're gonna be honest. Sure. The hubbub is. I didn't foresee it. There's no. If you had shown me that picture a week ago and been like, this is going to really divide people, I'd be like, oh, I'd be like, okay, see what we're talking about it.
I had a straight guy yesterday talk to me about the hubbub that it was causing. And
Really?
I was kind of just like, okay, like so it's even like circulating in the straight world.
I didn't know.
I know.
I think I'm more not concerned, but like, I wonder what the album sounds like, because Man-Child does sound a little bit like a short and sweet B-side. I'm much more concerned about that than the cover.
Of course, than the
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, only 6 months in. Whitney probably has the most memorable performances of all time. For people who rely on their voices, she never sang a song in the same way twice.
Yeah.
That's true.
She's Whitney Houston.
Yeah. I mean, I listened to her national anthem just as a part of her discography. I was like Whitney Houston by Whit. Like,
it's just undeniable.
Yeah, that's a song she did for me.
Having gone to my first one, I now see why people protest.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We got your email, Christian.
Yes, we'll be discussing
about it during Email My Heart. Back-to-back years with the Sabrina album is crazy. But the real question is, when is Olivia's third album?
I know.
coming?
We are little olives, and we're excited.
I know. It's an odd year, so it's...
Hopefully that means it's coming.
Yeah.
I would love it. So much pearl clutching. Greetings, gays. Greetings, Alex. I'm more confused by the album title than the artwork. Yeah, what does the... I guess, I didn't think about the title too much either.
Man's Best Friend?
Yeah. I mean, I know what
Get it.
Like, it's like a dog's the man's best friend, but so is she.
Well, she's... I think
And she's like tongue-in-cheek because she's always shitting on men. Is it that?
Yeah, I guess there's... Or maybe the way how sometimes she feels treated, maybe. Or I'm sure lots of songs will deal with it.
We'll get to the bottom of it.
So...
Guys reacting to Mariah's new video. It's going to be for Patreon only. So go to patreon.com/2gaymats.
Yeah, we're going to record it after.
But we are going to record it. Because I've not watched the video. I know that.
I cannot believe you have not watched the video.
Very brave.
Yeah.
But in fairness, also someone added me on Blue Sky with a screenshot of the like.
Oh, come on.
I know. I was like, can't wait to see what Matt Palmer Music thinks about this cameo. And I looked at it. I was like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
What do I don't know what I think of it.
I don't know what I think of it.
I get what Sabrina's doing with the cover as a dog, and she's allowed to do it, but she shouldn't have. Oh, why?
Okay.
Why? I listen to her national anthem whenever I see it come up. It'll be Christmas, and I'll be watching.
Hello.
Rihanna used to make an album every year, so it should not be. Yeah, that like Mariah Carey made it. Like.
Yep, made an album a year, singing at the top of her range, belting her fucking face off. So let's all
and all the albums were great.
All of them. The songwriting, and it all was from her. The songwriting was her.
Yeah.
And Sabrina's in the same boat, but like,
The shooter of the Minnesota couple was found. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, Yes.
Yeah. Any commentary on the New World Order is just what?
I don't know what that is.
Mariah's music video is amazing. Best video in a long while.
Yeah, it's good for her. I love to hear it.
I hope the whole album isn't just Short and Sweet Part 2, even though I love Short and Sweet.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I hope there's some new. But you know, like how albums sometimes do, like if it's like a new era, it's like the first single is a little bit of a taste of the old one, and then
it's like a bridge.
The rest of the album leads you into the rest.
Yeah.
So I think she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I trust her.
I mean, this is her seventh,
yes.
So she by now she
I mean, her second as like a main pop girl, but
yeah,
yes,
sure. Best new artist when nominee.
Yeah,
she didn't win.
Wild. We were putting together.
What are we doing? We're making up these rules.
I was putting together the bracket for our 5th album video that we're going to record. I think maybe tomorrow after our Dreamgirls thing.
Okay.
And I was like, what was Sabrina's 5th album? And I guess it was Emails I Can't Send.
And it was between that, or like what we should have between that, Emails I Can't Send, or
Kesha's
High Road. And I stand High Road down. No one gives High Road enough.
I like High Road a lot. I like High Road
it enough.
I like it a lot.
It should have been on the bracket.
Well, if it helps, if I'm asking, it's getting out first round. Just in the way.
Well, there are also some great albums on this.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
And you can I think you all know what's going to have to win.
We don't know. It doesn't have to, but look, in fairness, until the last bracket and until the final song bracket, I don't think Mariah had won a bracket video yet.
Yeah.
So I'm biased, but not terrible.
Sure.
Terribly so.
When is the new wallpaper dropping?
I mean, I haven't gotten there are a couple more like samples that need to be sent. I am leaning in a direction, but I still need to see all of them.
Okay.
A 5th album bracket. Butterfly may win. It just might.
High Road's problem was coming after Rainbow. I think High Road is so superior to Rainbow. Sorry.
Let me look at the Rainbow track list. I do think it's like consistency wise, High Road is pretty.
I think High Road just has like wilder swings and like a more interesting like sound to me.
Yeah.
It's like Honey is so weird.
Oh, it is weird.
Like,
it's great.
I don't know. I prefer High Road.
I think I might prefer High Road as well. I'm excited for the new record though, because Boy Crazy, you know how I feel about that one. Yes. Moving the goalpost, Grammys making a new country. Changing the country categories is wild. I don't think I have that written down, but and they have a new best album cover category.
I was also thinking best Act 1 finales of musicals.
Ooh, that is a good one.
No, it is, isn't it? Best Taylor Swift 5th album.
Oh, right. I know everyone is wanting that. I mean, you guys but it's, I guess it's like the 5th album bracket. It's like, we all know what's winning.
Yeah. What if I said 1989 should win the bracket?
I'd be like, that's cool.
It might go relatively far.
I imagine it going far.
Not far enough.
Not winning. Because, I mean, there are parts of 1989 that I think are little dips. You know? Like, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's her most consistent
To me,
album.
like, the album is more so just like the way it was put together. It was just such like a clear vision and like shift in direction for like an artist. And it was just like a well put together project that signified something big for the artist.
Yes. And it's that Blank Space style Out of the Woods trio to me.
That's a
like,
run. That's a run.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Rainbow is Kesha's best album. Not close for me.
Oh, my.
So that no black artist wins traditional.
Hello. Like, yeah, what counts as traditional country versus headache? Oh, well, Abby, you know you're talking to How You Get the Girl. I think, that one's fine. Beyonce self-titled is absolutely, I believe, will go far.
Yeah. I honestly don't care about the country category because B being in it is the only time I'll care, and she won.
That's true. Well, that's that on that. Yeah. Michael says.
To me, I think Sabrina not winning best album cover with Man's Best Friend.
Probably not, but hey, maybe it'll cause so much commotion.
Yeah, now it could be a iconic album cover,
right?
Because of all the hubbub that's going on about it. Yeah.
Grammys. But also, don't they already have a best like album booklet or like artwork
something like that?
And I'm like, this isn't that different. They have too many Grammy categories.
Yeah.
Like, do we need more?
So many. Did someone mention Beyonce self-titled?
Oh, God, Jeff's gonna say something rude because he always does. The fact that he'll go on Out of Lib to defend Sasha Fierce and then go out of his way to like say bad stuff about self-titled. It's like, Jeff,
we can't help you.
I'm not finishing the sentence because I'm excited that you're selling me the Switch too.
What would win best album cover in the last few
Oh,
years?
good question. I mean, Melodrama comes to mind.
Melodrama's great. Yeah, but that was almost 10 years ago, darling.
Was it? I guess that was 2017.
2017. I mean, granted, I think with the way the Grammy calendar worked,
it might have been
was
2018.
Like yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. I feel like recently Brat would have been a contender.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just an iconic album cover.
Oh my gosh, Kwaku's here. Hi.
Hey, Kwaku.
Yeah, that one is a big.
I mean, the Beyonce's like the Renaissance cowboy car, like just her on the horses are so iconic.
That's the thing, and it's like
Lemonade. Oh.
And the thing is, I know it might sound ridiculous. Self-titled should have won.
Incredible!
Is it just text?
Incredible.
Yes, I need that.
And the fact that Brat used sort of like the self-titled idea, but just made it lime green and like a blurry font is just like so perfect.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah,
Hit Me Hard and Soft was gorgeous.
That's a pretty cover.
Excuse me, gays. I gotta watch Young Miko content now. Love you. Bye.
I don't know what Young Miko is, but we'll miss ya. This can be replayed.
It's one of her pinned posts.
Whose pinned posts?
Who? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I think we missed some.
All right, cool.
We missed something.
Whatever. Hope y'all aren't fighting. Remember when people used to fight in here?
Did people fight?
Yeah, and like
I remember. I feel like there was times when we were like doing the podcast section where like there was serious back and forth going on. I was like, and you could see my eyes being like, "What is happening?"
Christian, okay, found the album cover. What's wrong with it? Great question, Christian.
People are offended, but we'll discuss it during the podcast.
Sour's iconic. Just the stickers on the face with the tongue out.
Tongue out.
Yeah.
Your favorite. You love a tongue out.
I
moment.
hate like a tongue out thing, but like that album covers.
It's everything.
I'll never forget the first time I heard that album, and I was just like, my life has changed.
You know,
our pop cover though.
I mean, our pop cover was a moment.
Our pop is a moment. Grammys just released a list of what would have won album cover of the year, and they put Teenage Dream and Billie Eilish debut. Yeah, those are great covers.
Oh, can we fight? That's when. No, please don't fight. When MC16 releases, will you do a Mariah? Oh, that's a great idea because we do love a 16.
A Mariah album bracket. We know it's winning, guys.
But it could be some different top ones and top twos, top threes.
Rumors going around there that there will be a Sabrina and Taylor collab. Cool.
Anyone listen to the Kali Uchis new album? I love it. And her album cover is very pretty. Oh, cool. No, I haven't listened to it, but
we love a good album cover.
Absolutely we do.
I hope the Grammys watch our album cover video and take our thoughts into account. Essentially, like, what am I looking for? Is the font going to be dated in 10 years?
You know how I feel about the fonts.
Yeah.
I'm always threatening that we do a part 2 of that video, and you're like, it took so
fucking long. Because I was just like anticipating just like, okay, we're going to have each artist like best and worst and everything. But then we just started talking and ended up going through like all discographies of all artists.
It's a great video, Mo.
I know
it's a great video, Mo.
I know. Let's talk about mugs.
Oh, there was an argument on whether you place them up or down in your cabinet.
Down, motherfucker.
Up.
As someone who works at a restaurant and understands health code, down.
Up. My cabinets are clean. I'm not worried about dust getting all over everything because I have cleanliness.
Well, if your cabinets are clean, then why does it matter if the...
Because I think if there's going to be dust, it's going to be on the floor. It's not just going to be floating in the air. It's going to be on the floor of the cabinet, and I won't have it up. And as Grace points out, if you have a mug and it has something written on it, you want to see it upside down in your cabinet every time? Just like visually? That would...
Look at your mugs?
Yeah. They're
also,
my mugs.
I don't give a fuck about mugs.
Hey, but which mug do I want? Which mug do I need? You know?
Well, imagine it right side up and then pick it up.
I can't do that.
Listen, as someone who's left-handed and mugs are not designed for me, I have no feeling towards mugs. Also, I don't drink coffee or anything like that. So
you don't do a tea? You don't do any sort of hot beverage?
I don't need that.
Steel Mormon. It's happening.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't drink hot beverages.
When I was a kid, I would do soup in a mug sometimes. But
we still don't have... Grace brought it up. Grace brought up the mugs, hence why we're discussing it. We still don't have a song in summer. That's true. Maybe people are like, maybe it's Man-Child, and maybe it is.
Why don't you release like some sort of like
I'm busy
thing that got scrapped in a previous album, like 2012 or something? Be like, hey guys, since we're having a hard time finding this song this summer,
here I've got one for you. I would like to help out. Maybe when I'm back from France, I'll feel rejuvenated.
Okay,
do that. You can read it when you use it. I want to read it when I'm just walking through the cabinetry. Let me look through my mugs. How my mugs doing up there?
What if I use it upside down? Iconic. You know what you're doing, girl.
Oh my God. Okay, should we just go into the podcast?
I guess.
Let's do it.
Oh God, wait. What did I do this week?
Jesus.
What did I do this week?
Okay. Ooh. It's clomping around like a horse.
That's hard. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
We're here.
We're here.
We're
Where
back.
else would we be? Guys, Matt Palmer's about to leave for so long.
You say that, but there is going to be another podcast with me on it, this time next week. It just won't be recorded live. It'll be recorded this Friday.
Will it be as good?
It'll be
as
great.
good. What if this is our best podcast ever and there's nowhere to go but down after this podcast? Well, all we have to do is just make this podcast really bad, set people's expectations low so we can rise up.
Are interesting ideas. You have?
What can I say? I'm a businessman.
Yes. Also, make your worst thing ever is a great business move.
Hey, people are just impressed by the title businessman
That's
sometimes.
true. That's true.
That's stupid. But what can you do?
I'll throw in an ad. That's what we can do. Some of you will get an ad. Some of you won't. We love you both equally. Anyone else excited for Benson's album coming out this week? No.
Wish him the best.
Wish him the best. I don't
singer.
like actively hate him like a lot of people do. I do think that like Moonbeam ice cream thing is horrifying. But I think he sings well. He loves the flip.
I worry about the flips. There is
You do worry.
One day he is not going to land a flip.
Well,
and I'm scared for him.
We don't know. I mean, maybe he's really good. Maybe he's good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, obviously he's good at it. But like, are you top of your? You need to be perfect every single time.
Maybe he's perfect at it. We don't know. Okay, I don't want us to worry about Benson. I believe he knows what he's doing.
All right.
Right.
Cool.
Hold on. Okay. Do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
I guess I will start.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Gay Mats podcast. No, episodes are the YouTube videos.
It's an episode of a podcast.
It's an episode of a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I don't know how.
Ooh, that intro was.
Whatever. My name is Matt Steele.
And my name's Matt Palmer.
And it was another wonderful, beautiful week. And we are going into the week of my birth.
Oh,
my birthday week, June 19th. Everyone knows.
Also, June 19th is pretty important for me too. But
yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes. We're not, but like, without me too.
That's true.
You never forget.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I mean, like, we'll have another podcast like the day after my birthday.
True. Are you excited to celebrate your birthday this year?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Why not? I'm always, someone who is like, oh, I hate planning things for my birthday. And so I always wait until the last minute, which I am promptly doing.
I was going to say, I'm still waiting for the final plans.
I know. I'm always like, yeah, I'll text everyone the final plans Saturday or maybe Sunday or maybe Monday. Maybe.
Well, I hope it's soon because I have other things to do that day. It's not all about you because that's the day that I will be purchasing a Switch 2 from a lovely patron and person that we both know who is willing to sell their Switch 2 and the Mario Kart bundle. And so I need to know when I need to meet them, whether it needs to be morning, afternoon, evening, and it's got to
spend my birthday playing a goddamn duck hunt or whatever it is.
Mario
Duck Hunt, whatever.
I won't be playing it during the day, but I will be buying it, and so I need to know what times you need me to be somewhere.
Okay, well, whatever.
All right.
For my birthday, I plan on rounding everyone up to like maybe see Materialists.
Yes.
And then maybe go out to like a restaurant of sorts and everything. So I'm still like, I'm trying to find the best show times.
Okay. So should I aim for doing my thing in the morning or earlier in the day?
Yeah,
okay.
I would have you do that.
Okay, great.
So good luck with that.
All right. Good luck to you.
What else did you do this week?
What else did I do this week? Well, this week was a busy one. As you might see if you're watching this podcast, I'm still in the process of returning the rug that was too big and you couldn't open the doors in this room, whatever. So getting it and returning it was like such a fucking ordeal. Just because that was a big ass rug. It was heavy. It had the pads underneath it. Getting it back into that box.
But you're strong.
I am strong, but it's also like, my car's not the biggest. It's a Mini Cooper.
Oh, you're trying to squeeze that into that?
I just put the top down and leaned it in and was like, you're not going to lean out, right? And it didn't.
Okay.
But also, I have to say, and this is a small gripe, but one I think feeling to tell people, all other tape that is not Scotch tape is fucking awful. Oh. I went to, I'm going to call you out, the UPS store, and they have UPS branded tape now, like packing tape. And you'd think, UPS, they do so much packing. They do so much, sending things off into the ether via the mails. This tape's going to be solid. It was like putting a fucking 8.5 by 11 on a cardboard box. It did nothing. It's like, why is this box popping open? I had to go get Scotch tape to put on top of the UPS tape. And it's like, this was a days long process of me dealing with the tape. And so all I'm going to say is I pledge allegiance to Scotch. You know what you're doing. Sometimes you just got to go with what you know and what's best. Like, you think of Scotch tape first for a reason. Justice for Scotch tape.
Packing a box with Scotch tape?
Well, it's like Scotch packing tape. It's just like the brand is Scotch.
Oh, yes. I was so fucking confused. I was like, no, actively don't put Scotch tape on your boxes. Oh,
Scotch the brand.
I've never tried Scotch the brand for like packing tape.
Brilliant.
Okay.
10 out of 10. So they're not sponsoring this podcast. I wish they would.
Okay.
But I just got to say, I went outside the box, and sometimes just got to get back in that box.
So if you ever have a bad opinion about something and I'm just like, no, we're taping the mouth shut, I should use Scotch tape on your mouth?
I don't ever imagine us getting there, but if you
never know.
If you need tape to close something, not my mouth, then yes, Scotch tape's perfect.
Okay. But if I threaten with Scotch tape, will you get scared?
No.
What if I don't actually do it? What if I just threaten a little bit?
I don't find you very scary. I feel like I know you so well. I'm not.
And that's why I should be on Big Brother.
Yes.
And that is why, because I am a perceived low threat.
You are perceived low threat, but then hey, maybe you'd win the whole thing.
Even though I'm psychotic and we'll tape your mouth shut with Scotch tape.
We'll have to see if that happens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other things. Well, obviously this weekend was No King's Day. This was a lot of protests happening on the same day as Trump's little military parade, which I heard was a big flop. So there was a protest happening in my area. And so Jackson and I got a sign together. That was really his design of the sign. It said, hate does not make us great. We saw several people with that same kind of sign. We're like, yes, we're right here.
Got it, yeah.
And so it just was very heartening to go out and to protest with people, especially in LA with all these ICE raids going on. It's like to see that people came out in droves. Like, I'm pretty sure this was the most largely attended protest in a single day in American history.
Yeah, I
like,
think it was just announced, yeah.
Which is just unbelievable. And it's just lovely to be able to make your voice heard and be like, we do not stand for this. And like, it boggles the mind, the fact that there are so many like secret and private Trump voters that like you look at that parade and how sparsely attended it was.
I know.
Versus like people filling the streets across the country in like 2,000 different locations, I think.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did this man win?
I know.
How did we get here?
I know. I talked to my dad for Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Oh, yes,
by the way.
Father's Day.
And I was talking to him, and he lives with my aunt in a very, very, very small town in Arizona.
Yeah.
Very, very like conservative town. And my dad and my aunt are not conservative at all. They're like very staunch Democrats.
Yeah.
So they get very frustrated with the people in their town
Understandably.
and everything. And he was just like, yeah, you know it's bad when like my town had a No Kings protest.
Wow.
And it was just like, damn. And he was like, yeah, it was great.
I mean, that disapproval rating is going up and up.
Yeah, you know. And we got an email, my heart, about the No Kings Day.
Okay, so yeah, we'll come back to it.
More details later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then, and then also on Friday, that was the day I went to Best Buy an hour before it opened, hoping that I would be able to get a Switch 2. They said, oh yeah, we get shipments from everything on Wednesdays and Fridays, but today, no Switch 2s. Sorry.
They didn't get Switch 2s, or they ran out of Switch 2s?
They had run out, but they then got basically a new shipment of everything that they're going to put on their shelves. And there were no Switch 2s included in that shipment. I'm like, what? Why? Like, I want this so badly. So it didn't happen. It was nice to go back to my old neighborhood.
A lot of people want it so bad. I don't know if they would get a whole shipment of Switch 2s just because Matt Palmer specifically wants it so
right,
bad.
But I mean, I was third in line. So if they'd gotten a shipment, I would have gotten it.
Oh my God, you were third? Were the other two people ahead of you just like, what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, they were pissed.
They didn't get any?
We got none. No,
That's
they got none.
insane.
They got
That's
none.
crazy.
So I think the problem will be solved by the end of this week.
Okay.
I will have a Switch 2 in my hand when I'm flying off to Paris come Saturday. So yes, that was what I did on Friday. And then on today, I really didn't do much of anything. It was very much lying around, lazy Sunday kind of moments. But now I'm here recording with you and all of our lovely friends.
That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing. How was your week?
My week was good.
Yeah.
I did something very exciting that I've never done before.
What'd you do?
I got a CT scan.
Oh, I saw that in your calendar because you put all your stuff in the 2K Matt's calendar. I'm like, why does still need a CT scan?
I know. Matt Palmer synced something with us or whatever. So now Matt Palmer knows all my appointments.
I do.
And everything because it's synced with his phone. I got a CT scan, like the things with my neck. Like the doctors wanted to see like, oh, like what are your muscles doing here and everything. So they ordered a CT scan. And I'm just like, yeah, why don't you? I don't care. Go check what's going on and everything. And so that was very exciting. They like inject you with like iodine. Like they put like you see my arm is like bruised a little bit.
Oh, no.
I know because they put like the IV in and so they can like fill your whole body up with iodine, so it like makes your muscles glow or whatever for the CT scan.
Wow.
And when they inject the iodine, it makes your whole body feel warm, and it was so weird, just like feeling. She's like, okay, you're gonna feel a little warm now, and I just felt just like my whole body was like burning up, like even like the tips of my nether regions. I was like,
my God.
oh, I was like, what a sensation.
Yes.
And so then they were like, okay, now we're gonna have you enter in, and it like the machine went, and I went into the little hole, donut hole, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, and now you're going to hear instructions about when to breathe, when to hold your breath, and when to not swallow.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay. So I'm like waiting for these instructions.
Wait, not swallow. So should you be swallowing at other points, or just like specifically now?
Specifically, like certain moments don't swallow.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
like nothing gets messed up in like the read or whatever. And so I was waiting for these instructions because I was like, if I fuck this up, like who knows what'll happen?
You probably just have to do it again.
Whatever. And so I was like, I really want to be good and follow these instructions.
Yes.
And so I was waiting for these instructions, and all I heard was just like,
Okay.
and I was like,
He's like the
what?
Peanuts teacher.
Okay, that's swallow.
And I was like, wait, did they say swallow or not swallow? Did they say, like, something was weird with the microphone system?
Clearly, yeah.
And so I also didn't want to be like, I can't hear this, because I didn't want to mess anything else up. So I kind of just like held my breath the whole time. For like the 3 minutes I was in there. I didn't know I could hold my breath for that long. It was very exciting.
Did it work? You didn't have to do it again?
I guess.
Okay, great.
They sent me on my merry way. I mean, I haven't gotten any results of anything
Right.
yet, but whatever. What else did I do?
What kind of results could you get? Like, like your muscles are fine, or like your muscles have been affected by this? Do you know what you're like hoping for or waiting for, or not really?
No. So I guess I think we're kind of hoping for no weird cancer to be found.
Oh, that I don't know. No.
It's so funny when I talk to Travis. Like, I'll say things like, "What if I have cancer?"
No.
Like when you're like younger, you always like say things like that, and all your friends go, "Oh, please, you don't have cancer. You don't have cancer." But I feel like me and Travis are at a point in our lives now where there's no humoring. You just say like, "Well, if you do, then we'll treat it." You know, just because you always know, like, okay, well, that's not out of the realm of possibilities for any of us.
It's not.
So you got to acknowledge that. Also, this week, I went to my friend Megan's, because I've talked about on the podcast before, for her birthday, she likes to do like a cabaret show. In her living room, she hires an
Which I
accompanist.
love. That's so cool.
It's great. She hires an accompanist, and like different years we do different things. Like for her 35th birthday, we did a stage reading of Into the Woods with like zero rehearsal. It was great. This year, she just did a cabaret for like dream roles. And it's funny because her birthday was in April, but she had like a touch of nodes on her vocal cords for April. So she's like, oh, I will not be singing my favorite songs from Sunny in the Park with George with nodes. I will wait 2 months and do this in June.
Did she have them removed, or did they just go down?
They just went down. Beautiful. Like they were so small, she just like stopped talking for a little bit, and they were fine.
Great.
And so we did the concert. I performed Mr. Snow from the musical Carousel, obviously, because I would love to play Carrie Pipperidge, and I probably never will. And so yeah, I think I did a nice job there.
Did you listen to Carousel?
We did. Remember that time?
It's kind of come for Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know Mr. Pipperidge, but
Carrie Pipperidge.
Yeah, Carrie.
Carrie Pipperidge,
Yeah,
Mr. Snow.
I know Carrie from
Brilliant
Sex and the City.
song. Not
Jim
as cool as
Carrey,
Carrie Pipperidge.
Mariah Carey.
No, I can't play any of those Carries, but I could play Carrie Pipperidge.
All right.
Yeah, won Audra McDonald, her first of 6 Tony Awards.
Oh, I love Audra.
We love Audra.
We love Audra.
You should have seen my rendition, motherfuckers. And I was supposed to sing the wife's part in Master of the House, because my friend Megan's neighbor Katie was going to do Thénardier and Les Mis.
Wow.
And
I can't imagine someone's dream role being Thénardier.
Why?
Oh.
It's a great role.
I did not want Thénardier when I was auditioning.
Are you kidding? For a character actor, darling, that is the dream.
I didn't have that dream.
And so I was like, oh, well, I'll do Mrs. Thénardier, because like I would love to play Mrs. Thénardier. And so like 2 days before the concert or whatever, it turned out her neighbor got like an ear infection, and so she couldn't perform it. And so she just like wasn't going to do it. And it was supposed to be the finale number of the cabaret, and so when it was all done, it was like her name was in the program and everything, and the audience, who was just like all of Megan's friends and family, were just like, "What about Master of the House? What about Master of the House?" And they were like, "Oh, well, you know, Katie's not here and everything." And then someone turned to me and they were just like, "You should do it." And I was like,
both parts?
"Yeah." And so I was like, sure, I know this shit. And so I just like got up and I was like, hit it, Mr. Piano Man. And so I performed an impromptu Master of the House.
Wow.
With the lyrics in front of me, obviously. And it was kind of fun. It was great. So I love a surprise encore performance from myself, I guess. And
was it well received?
Darling.
Just had to make sure. I didn't know.
Darling.
You never know.
Hello. But I mean, also, it's like all like friends and family of my friend Megan. So they're all like the most like, so she has the loveliest family on the fucking planet. She's like, she is my friend who like, if I had to rank like nicest friends, like genuinely like nicest friends, she would be in the top 3.
I love it.
Hands down. And so.
What number would I be?
Oh.
You don't think my friends are super nice?
No, I mean like you as a, like you specifically, your friends are nice. You are so many wonderful things, and nice is one of them. I wouldn't say it's your number one thing.
Wow.
Sometimes you're a little mean to me.
When am I mean? I was the one threatening to tape the other's mouth shut earlier.
Look at the YouTube comments, and everyone is just like, Matt Palmer's a little mean to Matt Steele sometimes.
Yeah, back in 2015.
I know, and even I responded to those. I'm like, grow up.
I know. You all need...
Matt Palmer's fine.
We're all fine here.
Yes, and also I'm a little bit of a pain in the ass. So
well, we can agree.
So you can be mean to me all you want. I truly don't care. But yeah, it was a fun and eventful week.
I love that.
Yeah.
Should we jump to the news for idiots?
Let's go.
Okay. Let's do that. And I guess we got to start with like something that's really been a big deal for people.
Yeah.
Well, first, okay. The good news here, all of it is good news. Sorry, I've kind of lost the thing. Okay, the good news here, Sabrina Carpenter is coming out with a new album entitled Man's Best Friend. It's coming out August 29th. And this is her follow-up to her breakthrough album, Short and Sweet. And she announced that, after Man Child, that song and video came out the week following. She's telling us, okay, it's not just a loose single. It's actually the first single from my upcoming album, Man's Best Friend. She also dropped the covers. I guess they're both covers because I first thought all of the hubbub was around the one that's just a picture of a dog and like a close-up on the collar that said Man's Best Friend. And everyone's like, I have so many feelings about this cover. I was like, about the dog? Like, is the dog...
like, what's going on?
Is that dog bad? Like,
I know. Was the dog like abused on set?
Problematic? Or was the dog the abuser?
Oh my God.
I know. So your pets
can abuse you as well.
They can.
Yeah. Remember Beauty and the Beast? The Beast?
That beast was tough.
Was abusive.
So, no. Apparently, people are having feelings about the cover that features Sabrina herself. This is Sabrina. She is kind of on all fours next to a man with no head who's like has her by the hair or whatever. She's making eye contact with the camera. And it's, suggestive. Yeah. And I feel like the people that reacted negatively to it were feeling like, oh, it feels like she is not in her power. Like I always felt like her sexuality was so, not for the male gaze until now. And, I don't know how I feel about her sexual, like I didn't think that the sexuality was for straight men. And now I see this and it feels demeaning and like bad for women, XYZ. And I will say, and I don't know if it's because we're a million years old, but it's like, it did remind me of when, Britney Spears went on stage with her belly out or whatever. And like, you could see her navel piercing. And there was so much discussion of what she's wearing, what she's doing, how she's presenting herself, and whether it was like good for women or people and what if it was not. And to me, it was like, I certainly respect everyone having whatever feelings they have about this cover, especially women. I'm not a woman. I cannot tell you how to feel. But also, I think a lot of it is the point. Like, she wants us to talk about this. Like, she wants the cover to be a trending topic. And because she wants to promote the album in this way, it is, I'm sure she is the person who had the final say on this picture, this cover art.
Yeah.
And so absolutely anyone's allowed to dislike it that wants to dislike it. But it's also like, I promise you, there isn't like a big label head making decisions for Sabrina. Like, she was like, yeah, this is the one I want.
Yeah, and the problem with like the Britney Spears of it all was Britney Spears was 16, 17. Like, Britney
also
Spears was a young child, and society was talking about her in a very sexualized way that we look back on and we were just like, oh, that was wrong.
You watch some of those interviews and you're like,
it's insane.
Guys.
Sabrina Carpenter's what, 25, 26?
That's my guess.
Like, she is a grown woman.
Right.
And who obviously, she is a songwriter with a capital S. And so she is a very intelligent, like, artistic being. She's clearly making a statement of sorts with this album cover.
Right.
A lot of her songs are about like how men treat her, how sometimes she feels in these relationships. And so to me, the album cover like makes such perfect sense. Like it's an album cover that you can absolutely like break down and analyze and everything. And I think that's why it's so good and so interesting and a very, very smart album cover.
Right. And I also read a comment that like, maybe this won't turn out to be true, probably not, but there is like a theory out there among the little Carpenters, whatever they're called, that there's going to be like a wide screen version of this picture. And like, maybe she's the man too, holding her own hair and all this, whatever. Who knows what her vision is? But to me, it's like, I've seen Mariah in so many varying states of undress, so many mouths agape, where it's like, that's what she wanted. If that's what she wanted, then if you like it, I love it. Like I feel like it would take a lot for me to be offended by like a picture that the artist fully stood behind. Like it would be one thing if they were underage, or it'd be another thing if they were forced into making this image or using this photo against their will. But I don't think that's the case here. So I'm going to leave it to Sabrina to, tell me if I should be upset about it. And it seems like she doesn't think I should.
Like she's fine. And the thing is, it's kind of just like, this is what pop stars do. This is the formula for sort of being a pop star. Like do something that generates some sort of like buzz, getting people talking, something that is like a little bit out there that offends some people. Maybe like it's like Madonna breathed and people were like, oh,
I know.
So this is like nothing compared to the stuff that Madonna would do.
Imagine if they were around during the sex book.
I know.
Selling a coffee table book of her nudes.
I mean, just even the new Lorde album cover where it's like the x-ray of her like pelvis and the IUD in there. Like that's a very like personal thing. Like you're showing like the inside of your body,
right?
And so yeah, I think it's a very cool album cover and very, very smart because it makes you wonder what the album is like going to be about. Like what are the songs going to be about? I just think people are a little shocked because Short and Sweet was such a polished, very like bubblegum poppy like record. The album cover's very polished, very sleek, very cute and sweet. And people are kind of forgetting like Emails I Can't Send was a very emotional album.
Absolutely.
A very personal album with sort of like a grittier album cover. And so I think going back to that sort of album cover, it's kind of like, okay, like a return to like the roots. Like, hey, this is how I started. Like, this is kind of who I truly am. Maybe like something a little edgier, something a little more personal, something with a little something more to say.
Absolutely.
And when people are like, but her fan base is children, how are we supposed to explain this to her? It's like, first of all, there are some like innuendos and stuff in Short and Sweet where it's like this is adult content. Like she talks about adult things.
And she's not your kid's babysitter, which is what Brittany always said. She's like, I'm not raising your children. I hope if they have questions about it, I hope you sit down and talk to them about it. It's like, not to go wide with it, but it's like people who are like, how am I supposed to explain gayness to my children? And it's like, I don't know.
The thing is, if you are scared to do that, then you're not ready to be a parent.
Right.
Like it's your job as the parent to handle those situations and to figure out how to best educate your children on certain matters that maybe sometimes you don't feel they're ready to be educated on. Yet, and that is for you to navigate as the parent.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Make that decision.
Yeah.
So apparently they talked about this on The View. There was some back and forth there. Do you still listen to The View while you're doing push-ups in your room?
They might have talked about this in like the Weekend View.
Oh, there are Weekend Views?
Yeah, there's like a Saturday. They have like a quick thing. I think it's just on YouTube. And I watch that one occasionally, but not all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's that on that. I think I'm looking forward to the album. I'm going to figure out how we can do this. Like maybe you just come to my hotel like the day it comes out, we film it and don't go live with it and just put it up on Patreon in full. And I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But you should come to our live show because that's why we won't be able to do it normally. That's happening on August 30th in New York City at the Caveat Theater. You can get tickets at 2gaymatslive.com. We would love to see you there. Our first New York City show. We're going to sing a song. We're going to do this podcast live for all the people. It's going to be iconic.
Yeah.
It's going to be iconic.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, big deal for both of us. As, I feel like every year it's going to be a big deal for both of us until this show gets canceled, which hopefully not for a while. The Traitors, season 4, cast US has been revealed.
It's so crazy that it gets revealed so early.
I think it's because they're about like either they're filming it now or about to film it, and like people would
they
start
film it in like August.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like August they film it, right?
Why do they need to? I don't know
Or
when
maybe not.
I don't think so actually, because the last season of Summer House began with Sierra getting in the car on July
that was beginning
4th,
of
and that was after they had done filming Traitors.
Wow, so they take a long time to
They
edit
take a
that
long
show.
time to edit the show.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we should jump into the people that have been cast. I will say from a Bravo standpoint, I'm much happier with the Bravo people. But if we go into the people that are jumping out at me, we have the Bravo folks: Lisa Renner, Housewives of Beverly Hills. We have Portia Williams, Housewives of Atlanta. Candace Dillard from Potomac. We also have Monet Exchange from Drag Race, Caroline Stanbury from Dubai, and Dorinda from Housewives of New York is back again. I will say, as far as the Housewives go, it's a much more interesting group.
Oh, these are like names that I've heard before. I can pick them out of a line.
Absolutely. You know? Like Robin and Dolores, I'm glad you did well on your respective shows, but like not the biggest personalities on their shows of like 6 women ensembles. So why would you pick them out to be on this show? Whatever. It didn't make any sense. But this cast, as far as the Housewives go, I'm much more excited about, even though personally, Rinna sucks. Rinna has sucked ever since her first season of the show. I just keep seeing people who are not Real Housewives being like, oh, Lisa Rinna's on. Oh my gosh, what's Lisa Rinna gonna do? I was like, you know what she's gonna do? Play to camera and overdo everything. She's exhausting, and I wish to never see her again on my screen. But those are my feelings.
Well, you never know. To me, like Traitors is a very, very, very produced show.
Yes, true.
So I think they will find a way. They'll see what I guess Rinna does and see like, is this too forced for the cameras? And if it is, find a way to edit it to make it not too forced. I think they'll find a way to deal with that if it comes across as like unlikable or too forced.
It's just that was my issue with her nearing the. I mean, honestly, since her second season on the show, so she's not been on Beverly Hills for a couple of years. Maybe she's dialed it back. I don't know. How do you feel about the Big Brother people? There's Tiffany Mitchell and Ian, right?
Yes.
Ian, what's his last name?
Ian Terry from Big Brother 14.
Yes.
And Tiffany from Big Brother 23. Tiffany is very famous for being the brains behind the famous Cookout Alliance.
Yeah.
That sort of like made sure, because for all these seasons in Big Brother history, there had never been a black winner for 23 seasons. And
Wild.
So the Cookout was very much designed to the black players like banded together so that there would be a black winner. And Tiffany was very much the brains behind that.
Yeah.
And so I really I've been waiting for Tiffany to be on Traitors for so long, because she was also. The thing with that season of season 23 of Big Brother is the strategy was excellent. But a problem is the cast was so likable. The cast just was so much fun, and they all got along all the time.
Well,
and it was like, this is lovely, but I would love some drama. And Tiffany was the person in that house who, if she was frustrated or upset with something, she'd let you know.
Okay.
And so it's like, I feel like she was sort of the person who could give you a little drama in that season of Big Brother. So she can definitely give you some drama in Traitors. Ian, obviously, just like such a smart, wonderful, just like great like Big Brother player, great Big Brother character who I'm so excited to see again. He's so easy to root for. But yeah, I wish there was one more Big Brother person.
I know it's only 2.
It's only 2.
That does lower your chances of finally getting a Big Brother winner of the Traitors.
No, because Tiffany or Ian could win.
They could, but I mean, if you had
Ian,
3.
Ian worked fucking miracles in Big Brother 14. Okay.
If there were 3, you'd have a bigger chance. That's what I'm saying, numbers wise.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Survivor players I'm very excited about. The one guy, Yam Yam, I haven't gotten to his season of Survivor yet, so I'm excited. I think he won a season of Survivor in like the 40s.
And then it's Rob C. This time?
Rob Cesternino
okay.
is so exciting.
Okay.
Because he was in Survivor Amazon season 6, and then he was on All Stars for like a very short stint. Rob Cesternino is the guy behind Rob Has a Podcast. That is Rob.
Do I know what
Rob
that
Has
is?
a Podcast is like the biggest podcast network for like reality competition shows.
Great.
Like analysis and everything.
Didn't
It's
know.
what I listen to. It's
when you came in, you said you were listening to season 22 of Big Brother or whatever.
like the recap of
Yeah.
like all the seasons, and also like the daily recaps when the feeds are on. Where Taryn Armstrong. It's like Rob Has a Podcast. Rob Cesternino is the guy who created Rob Has a Podcast, the network, and this is all his podcast network.
Wow.
So he is like the number one name in reality like competition show like podcasting. And so everyone's just like, he was kind of also the first super fan archetype in Survivor history, it feels.
Yeah.
And he was so good on that season of Amazon. And it's literally been like 2 decades since he's been on TV. So everyone is so excited for him to go back on a reality competition show. It's so funny because a lot of people were like, oh, he should be on Survivor 50. He should be on Survivor 50. Apparently there's like tension between him and Mike White or something.
Oh.
Because in Rob has a podcast, like Rob like talks and he's like critical of people's games.
Sure.
If he feels like someone's not doing a good job, and so Mike White, I heard a clip from some podcast where he's talking about Mike White's season of, or apparently he was talking about Mike White's season of Survivor, and Mike White was on a subsequent podcast episode of something, and Mike White was not happy, and so they were like kind of duking it out on the podcast. So there's like rumors that and this is all speculative, I don't know.
Allegedly.
There's like rumors that like Mike White didn't want to do season 50 if Rob was going to be on season 50, and of course like they're picking Mike White right now, and so yeah, and apparently like he and Jeff Probst apparently have like a little thing because he'll criticize if the show goes in like a bad direction.
Right.
He feels if like a twist is bad, and so there's this great clip of Rob trying to interview Jeff Probst, and he's like, "Jeff Probst, the man, how are you?" And Jeff Probst just goes, "Do you like me at all?" And it's like iconic. So Rob Cesternino is going to be great. I'm so excited. Also, Natalie from Survivor is also on the Traitors cast. She is fantastic. She's also not afraid to start a fight.
Good.
So I'm excited about her. She's a winner of Survivor.
You know who Rob should have on his podcast?
Who?
That musical director creative director who like fired himself from White Lotus, who hates Mike White. Let's start some drama. I mean, we have a network. We have get listeners in the headphones. Hello.
I don't know if he has anything to say about reality TV.
Who cares? Let's start some mess.
No, but see, Rob is not like a person who's like, ooh, let me start mess on a podcast. Like, he's not one to do that. He's very much like, let's talk about the rules. Let's talk about the structure. Let's talk about the gameplay.
But some workplaces are very much like reality competition. And today we have Mike White's former musical director. So why do you hate him?
I think Rob rises above the fray.
I don't know.
But I hope he goes low for Traitors. I want him to be a jerk, and I want them all to be jerks to each other.
I think it's funny that Stephen Colletti from Laguna Beach is on this show.
Iconic.
Tara Lipinski, Johnny Weir, I think are great additions. I hate Michael Rappaport, and I hate that he's on. He could go with Renna.
He's a weird choice.
No one
wants to see that.
No one's interested in him. No one likes him. Like, he has done a lot of problematic things lately, but like historically to me, he's like one of those straight guy Housewives fans who like always has the wrong takes, and like people find it so endearing just because he's a straight guy who likes Housewives. He's like, you know who the best housewives are? Like Melissa Gorga and Cynthia. And it's like, no one thinks that. They are the two of the prettiest, but like that has nothing to do. You're not watching the show in the right way. He said bad shit about Mariah and Madonna publicly. And I have a theory, allegedly. Lisa Kudrow has always said, some early love interest of mine on Friends said, after like I'd rehearsed no makeup all week, I came in on set, with makeup on, and some guy said to me, "Okay, finally, you look fuckable."
Whoa!
And I have a theory that's him because he was an early love interest of hers on that show, and I've always thought this screams Rappaport. Allegedly, this is just my opinion. I don't know that to be true. I believe it. Get him out.
Get him out.
Monet Exchange.
Monet Exchange.
Brilliant.
Travis Kelce's mom.
What is that?
The fact that Taylor Swift will soon know who Tiffany and Ian from Big Brother are. I'm so excited. If we get Taylor Swift to become a Big Brother fan and she starts watching the show, oh my God. Oh my God.
I mean, I just love that there is now a bucket of like traitor player of like related to celebrity.
Yes, there's that archetype.
If you are married to Britney Spears or are Travis Kelce's mom, there's a spot for you on Traitors.
Yeah, I mean, the season 2 and season 3, it was just like vaguely British politician.
Sure.
like a slot. Is there any of those in this?
I don't think so. I think they've been slotted out for, they had to pay Donna Kelce a lot of money probably.
I'm sure they did. Keep her in, make her a traitor. Who do you think would be a good traitor? Who do you think would go make a traitor? Because I have to say, I don't know if there's like an obvious, I mean, I guess Rob Cesternino is an obvious traitor, like choice.
Yeah.
In the same way that like Dan is an obvious traitor choice.
Right.
So,
of the housewives, I think Candace would probably be the best at being a traitor. Portia could probably do it. But I could see her, she's a little bit flightier than Candace. So she could be good. But yeah, you're right. It's not like, like when Boston Rob was on the show. It was like, he is so clearly going to be a traitor. Or like when Dan from Big Brother was on.
Dan Big Brother, like Danielle. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like like Cerie is like an obvious traitor, like choice to me. So yeah, there's none of that in this cast.
Which kind of makes it exciting.
Which makes it exciting.
Yes.
Like I've always, like all throughout like the end of last season, I was kind of like, I feel like it'd be more fun if Alan like picked the traitors at random, like picked them out of a hat or something. That way, like people were forced to do, I don't know, interesting things.
Right.
And I guarantee some people go on this show. Like I guarantee you Boston Rob was just like, I'll do it if I'm a traitor.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So yeah.
I mean, who knows if that
I don't
even
know if anyone in this cast would do that.
Right. And who knows if that even happens anymore because the show has gotten so big.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going to do it.
Or I don't know if anyone in this cast has that like clout.
Right.
I believe maybe Donna Kelsey does. But I guarantee you Donna Kelsey was just like, sure, I'll do it.
Oh my God. If Donna's a traitor.
Oh my God. Oh my God, please.
That would be so funny.
It'd be so great.
Dua Lipa's engaged.
Wonderful.
Congratulations to her and Callum Turner. That's great. She confirmed, apparently she was speaking with British Vogue. She finally confirmed that the two of them are engaged. Yeah, we're engaged. It's very exciting.
Great.
A beautiful quote.
I don't doubt that she feels that. That's a beautiful quote.
Unfortunately, on the other end of the spectrum, according to People, Katy Perry's stress over her previous album and tour has reportedly caused tension with Orlando Bloom. Bloom, right? Yeah, okay. Orlando Bloom. And apparently, supposedly, they might be like calling it quits. And to that I say, and I don't mean this for this to be rude. I don't.
Okay.
Sorry, my, Alexa was responding. But I feel like she has been not doing great professionally for a long time. So I don't understand why this moment would affect her relationship. Now, they've been together for a while. Like, he was with you during Smile and during Witness. Witness must have been worse because you were falling from being really popular. You've been not as popular for a while now. And then you decided to work with Dr. Luke and people didn't like it. So I don't know. I understand getting that kind of negative feedback isn't fun. Hey, we have a comment section on YouTube. I get it. But why now?
Now they're also stakes are a little higher. She has a child now.
She has enough teenage dream money to keep Daisy going to school as long as she needs.
I'm sure Daisy is well taken care of. I'm not worried about Daisy.
Right.
But having that added stress of co-parenting with a person when something not great is happening with your career adds bonus stress to all of it.
Sure.
So I think I can understand that. I mean, and also we don't know if any of this is true.
Right.
But
I hope they stick it out.
I hope they do okay. Yeah. They can get some of the best therapists.
Absolutely. Ooh, which, maybe I'll talk about it later. But I found a perfect show for me. You know how much I love watching therapy on television.
Yeah, you do.
There's a show called Couples Therapy on Showtime that I'm watching through your account.
Okay. Wait, my what account?
Your Paramount Plus.
Oh, you can do Showtime shows?
I guess that one's available.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Everything. I think this is weird. That's the only reason I'm talking about it.
Great.
The Smartless podcast, which is Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean Hayes. They announced that they're launching a mobile service provider called Smartless Mobile. So I guess this is supposed to be cheap, limited data plans. It's kind of like Cricket Wireless or that kind of thing. And I'm like, what does that have to do with you being a podcast? What is I understand everyone's trying to do their branding. Everyone's trying to, have multiple streams of income. But why do we need a television, a telephone service provider from these former actors who now have a podcast? I don't get it. Should we be calling T-Mobile and be like, hey, we're going to be fighting you?
Well, people contain multitudes and people have various different interests.
You think they're passionate about mobile providing?
You don't know.
I do know. This is a money grab. It is weird. It is daunting. It has no connection to what they actually do.
If I were to have a money grab, there would definitely be other venues I would search more.
Put your face on a wine.
Rihanna loves makeup.
Absolutely.
And so that's why she's what's the most common sense thing for me to focus my entire career
right
yes. Makeup.
Yes.
And it's working out well for her. But, maybe the competition for mobile wireless providers isn't that high. You know what they always say? The best way to make really good money is to start a business that no one is interested in, but everyone needs.
But we all have service providers for mobile. Like, we all have phones that are with AT&T or T-Mobile, and someone did point out that apparently
I'm a Verizon girl.
Well, there you go. I feel like we're all booked up. I just don't understand.
But maybe if this one's really good, maybe I'll check. Maybe if I'm looking for a discount.
You're not gonna do that.
Listen, I want to support Sean. He's an icon.
Hey, Sean's an icon, and like, I'm just saying, the moment that we branch out into like doing some crazy brand, I promise it'll make sense. I promise it'll be connected. It will not be 2Gay Men's Mobile, which Michael has put in the chat. I promise not to do that because it doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the connection? Why are we doing this? Do you not have enough? That's kind of my question.
Do you not have
enough? It's like when Amy Poehler does a podcast, you're like, that makes sense. She's a talker. She's something that she gets to perform and people want to see and talk to her all the time. This makes no sense. Does it not bug you? It bugs me. It bugs me.
It doesn't bug me at all.
Oh.
I guess because I don't think about mobile service providers at all. And so I'm like, you know what? Do what you want. If maybe they reached out to them and they were like, hey, we have a really great like thing. If you attach your name to this, we'll give you a buttload of money. And you know what? They probably like money.
But it would be one thing if they were like influencers. These people have so much money already. Right? Well, at that point, if I had as much money as they do,
I don't know. Since the strikes, acting work has been scarce, motherfucker.
I mean, unless they really blew through their like will and grace and everything else that made them famous and there's no way they're in need of money. There's no way. Unless they have.
I didn't say they're in need of money, but like they probably want a little more.
But that's the problem with our that's what Elon Musk thinks. That's what he says and thinks. And I don't think these three are little Elon Musks. And that's why we have to step in and not buy this. No, it's weird. It's weird.
But what if it's a good deal?
Who cares? It's weird. It doesn't make sense. What is the connection?
All right. Well, you organize the protest.
I will. After No Kings.
Maybe some people will show up.
It'll be no mobiles.
No
celebrity mobile service providers.
Okay.
Because it's weird.
It's good to fight for a cause.
And this is my cause.
Okay.
Another cause? A new study declared of all of the fast food restaurants, there was a study shown of like what the best French fries were.
Yeah, McDonald's. Although also Popeyes are very underrated motherfuckers. No one gives Popeyes enough love.
I don't see Popeyes here. McDonald's was given the second worst.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Now we're passionate. Now we care.
Bitch.
It's crazy.
Wait, out of how many?
I'm only seeing 8 listed
Second
here.
fucking worst?
But second worst, it was under Burger King.
Fuck you. Burger King's fries are so fucking cheap. When they batter the fries in the flour like that, it's because the fries are cheaper. There's less potato. Fuck Burger King's fries. And I'm cool with Burger King. The reason why I exist is because of Burger King, because my parents met working at Burger King.
Oh, right. You mentioned that.
Exactly. So I'm down with Burger King's whatever and everything. But those new fries, well, I call them new even though they changed their fry recipe like literally 25 years ago.
Right.
But like those fries are cheap. McDonald's is real.
You know what the number one?
What?
Okay. It is a fry, not a fry. They make other things. It's something that is local to California that I'm like, the burger is good, and I see why y'all like.
Fucking In-N-Out.
Number
Eat
one.
Shit. Like, truly, what are we excited about with In-N-Out?
Wild.
I don't get
Look,
it.
I think the burger is good. The In-N-Out burger, I think the In-N-Out sauce
I also
is
don't eat much burger. And also, I don't like this shit that they put on their burger.
Oh, I like the little special sauce. I think it's cute.
I hate ketchup, so y'all know my thoughts.
But it's not ketchup. I hate ketchup too.
It's ketchup mixed with.
Yeah, but it's less of it.
It's literally
not like
Thousand Island.
I know, but Thousand Island's not as bad as ketchup.
There's ketchup in Thousand Island.
I understand what's in Thousand Island. But we can all agree. The fries are an abomination. There is nothing good about an In-N-Out fry. And the fact that you're going to put McDonald's fries second to last and In-N-Out number one?
That's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. We needed to be discussed with.
I wouldn't call their fries an abomination.
Oh, I would. I think they're horrible.
I think their fries are perfectly fine.
I think their fries are like, I got a potato and I like skinned it. Like, here you go. Like, no, let's do some work. Let's make this good. Let's get some salt on them. Why is there no salt on this?
That is true. They're not that salty.
They're not salty.
Yeah. But justice for Popeye's fries, I'm just going to say.
I'm glad Shake Shack was number 2. You know I'm a Shake Shack girl.
You are a Shake Shack.
Oh,
Shake Shack's fine. I don't know.
I love Shake Shack.
I
was there at the beginning. I was at the ground floor of Shake Shack. Like when it was happening in New York, I was in that line.
Yeah.
Shaking and shacking.
Oh, yeah. And then when they brought it to LA, you were like, yeah, this is fine. But
it's everything.
Yeah. I don't dislike Shake Shack.
No, Shake Shack's
I'm not
everything.
going out of my way to go to Shake Shack.
It's everything.
But this is some California person writing this goddamn article, whatever it is. And no offense, we love California.
Hey.
But, as East Coasters.
Yes.
Apparently we keep it real.
I'm seeing it's
and
from.
McDonald's is
somewhere in
OG.
Massachusetts, actually, is where this is from.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh, they're trying to be cool.
It's upsetting.
No, please.
Upsetting.
McDonald's is the OG fast food establishment. Okay, guys?
Yes. Okay. There's more to talk about a little bit, but we might get into it a little bit later. There's crazy stuff happening in our world, in our country. I would like to take a break instead.
Yeah, let's take a break.
We'd like to just end on a high note where we can argue about fries.
Argue about French fries.
Yes.
And as we know in the Two Gay Mats Discord, guys, if you're a patron and you join that Discord, the way to get everyone talking and screaming,
yes.
talk about
food. There's a lot of opinions, a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
And then be back with more Two Gay Mats, the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, mother, are you still here? I got a CT scan for she's probably freaking the fuck out.
People responding to her just like saying like he's pregnant or whatever. It's like, guys, she's actually asking. That's his mom. I know it's Father's Day.
I got it for like the like stiffness I'm having in my neck, mother.
Oh. See, I'm glad I didn't bring it up because I would hate to, out your medical things in front of your mom.
I
but
don't
it was
have any exciting medical.
I know, but I just, I didn't know if it was a secret.
No, it's fine.
We started the year talking about soup, halfway through the year talking about fries. I mean, the fry list really was, it's
egregious.
It's, second to last.
That's ridiculous. McDonald's fries are just.
It's like, there are many things you can say negatively about McDonald's. The fries, unimpeachable. The fries are everything.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Like McDonald's burgers, I'm like, what is this? This is
isn't
styrofoam.
It's not real. Nothing's real.
The bun is literally like made of your desk.
I mean, I do still like it. Let's not go too hard.
But
we all know it's not real.
But also, I'm not a burger person in general. But I think Burger King's burgers are better, and Wendy's burgers are better than McDonald's actual burgers. But the fries, which is the only thing I really get from fast food.
No contest.
Anyway. Yeah,
no contest.
Favorite fast food though overall is Popeyes. So.
I think we were more. I guess we did get Popeyes growing up. That was always our like post-church meal as we did some Popeyes. Yes, it was great. Great biscuits.
They're fries.
Yes, unimpeachable, Jeffrey.
Unimpeachable. Mother, did you hear? I'm fine.
Yes. Update.
Mother.
Ooh, who's the top of the leaderboard?
Oh God.
I love.
Christian.
Christian.
Christian's number 1.
Jeff's number 2. Good for you, Jeff. Tyler, number 3.
Also, I had no idea until like today that when you said you were getting like a switch from Jeff, that it wasn't your friend Jeff.
Oh no, it's Jeff.
It's this Jeff.
It's this Jeff. Yes,
okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's Jeff.
Yeah. Sorry, mother. Well, Ma, I explained it when I was telling the story.
Maybe she was doing something else.
She was definitely doing something else. She just heard something about me getting an IV or something, and she was like, "What?" It's like she missed the preface to the story of the doctor was like, well, let's see what the muscles are doing in your neck and seeing why your neck is stiff. I don't like Popeye's chip. Christian?
I know. I knew that was going to upset
That's not a very Christian thing to say.
Oh my God. My gym date flirt buddy took me out for Father's Day just random and told me he's sad seeing me walk away so much. It was weird and sweet at the same time. He's 10 years younger than me. Wait, seeing you walk away so much? Do you walk away from him a lot? I don't know what that means, but I think it means nice, right? Like he likes to be around you.
I guess. I didn't flirt about. So are you sad because like he's 10 years younger than you and you're just like, Ma, if you called me, I wouldn't have answered. I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working, Mom.
Yes, we're working.
Or I would have put her on speaker and y'all could have listened to her like freak out over the phone. That actually would have been fun.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I guess he's sad that he just found out he's like 10 years younger and maybe that won't work out.
Maybe that's the thing.
Well, there's other people.
Yeah, that's true.
You go to the gym, you're keeping the body moving and a shaking.
Got to keep it shaking.
And everything. So
what happened to the
people are just going to come flocking.
Not seeing the message here, but here we go. I lost I needed to see the people talking and I need to see the list.
Got to see the list.
Got to see the list.
My mom's number 2 right now.
I love it.
I don't understand it.
It doesn't make sense, but it's okay.
Okay, fine. Cool. By the way, I don't have a giving me moments this week.
I mean, mine is just couples therapy.
All right, great.
On Showtime. So,
spoiler alert.
I mean, it came up.
Oh
it came up.
Oh my God. I would have kept calling. Yeah, I know you would have. Yeah.
What? That's funny. Oh, is the C supposed to be an X? I'm like, what's Coco? But I think it's XOXO.
Oh, XOXO. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
I love it. I love that.
Sometimes it's XOCO.
Yes, that's like the Camila Cabello album.
Yeah, yeah. My mom named it Camila Cabello. She's on Camila Cabello's team.
Oh, great! Yeah. I love it. got here late. Did Steele talk about any new movies he's seen yet? Did you?
No.
We're seeing Materialist this Thursday.
On my birthday. I'm being so strong.
Jeff Alamayo. Oh, I thought you started couples therapy. I was like, good for you.
You and Jackson should go to couples therapy, like just for fun, and tell the therapist, like, well, why are you here? And you should just be like, well, honestly, I just like really love therapy, and I think it's like just really fun, so I just want to do it for fun.
His moment is relationship problems. I'm sad because I don't want to get attached. What happened? Don't want to get attached to him. He stares at me so longingly. It's intoxicating. He took me to dinner and a movie to celebrate my new job tomorrow. Wait, why didn't you want to get connected to him? He seems to really like you. Is it the age gap, or are you just like, do you have walls up? Maybe you guys should go to couples therapy. Dr. Orna is a genius.
What if you walked up to like some random person at the gym and be like, I think because we like are partners at the gym, we should go to couples therapy to figure out our
relationship.
Palmer, there's a therapist on YouTube that reacts to couples therapy. It's great. The channel's called Psychology and
Ooh, I'll watch that.
I've been rewatching Girls. My roommate Travis has been rewatching Girls.
Oh.
My mom says I don't have glasses on. XOCOCO.
It's very different watching Girls. I've been like a little curious to watch Girls again because people have been doing a rewatch, but that was a show that like I never finished. You know, I don't give up on shows easily, but there was a moment in Girls where I was like, I don't care about this. Like it just got not so good.
We love an age gap as long as it's not like the one in the awful trend on TikTok. What awful trend on TikTok?
Oh, I think I don't know if it's an age gap, but I've seen something about like, I don't know. I think it's like a kid thing. It's like, I don't know. It's something gross.
Not gonna worry about
Just wanted to say hi. Hi, Maya.
Hello, Maya.
We are doing well. And we're happy to see you pop in. That's so kind.
Yeah, we're doing what we can.
We are.
Ooh, I had an awful shift at work today. It's Father's Day.
Yeah. Are all of the like...
Father's Day at a burger place.
Is Mother's Day as bad? No.
No. Mm-hmm. People don't want to buy their mom a burger for Mother's Day. They want to buy their dad a burger for Father's Day.
I didn't know burgers were so gendered.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Listen, men like meat.
That's what we know. Men like meat. I've been watching Ted Lasso. Oh, Ted Lasso's so sweet. I liked Ted Lasso.
The characters are truly awful, but they make me feel better about my life.
Oh, girls.
Age gap is the only issue. He calms me. He's 25.
I think you could verbalize your concerns. Be like, hey, 10 years is a lot. We're in different stages of our lives.
Yeah.
Are you interested in something real? Because like, if you weren't, I wouldn't judge you, but I don't want to get attacked. Like, I think that's a legit conversation to have as it progresses.
Yeah. As long as you approach it like from a realistic standpoint and like from an honest standpoint and be like, hey, this is like a concern.
Yeah.
Just let you know. Yeah. So it's not like you're sort of like jumping in like without taking his future feelings into
Exactly.
account. It was still in my neighborhood, so that was interesting. Girls?
I think, yeah. I hated the last season of Ted Lasso. I didn't hate it, but it was kind of meandering, and it was also like, so are you ending the show or not? And I guess they're not, because they're already rebooting it with like half the cast.
Life goes on?
It was just, yeah, like it was like, it didn't feel like there was a full plan on what to do with it.
Rebooting something.
I know.
Does that count?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like the way it all was handled was strange.
I was dating a guy that wanted me to call him daddy for a while, but he was 2 years younger than me.
Well, it's like, why would I call you daddy if you're younger? What season of couples therapy are you on? Are you yelling at the screen as I so am? So I started season 1, but then I started watching with Jackson. And so but then he's, we watch things pretty regularly, and that's a show that like I could just like, because it's like therapy. They're mostly just talking to each other the whole time. It's like I can wash dishes to couples therapy. I can do so many things. And so I jumped to season 4. And so now I'm watching, and there's going to be another season of Ted Lasso, yes. With not the whole cast, but a lot of them. So I'm kind of in between. Season 1, there's a man who's the worst man in the world. The woman he's with was been married to him for 23 years. Well, maybe I'll talk about it in Giving Moments, but they like
Giving Moments.
We'll talk about it. Just the worst. Listen to the Call Her Daddy podcast. I've listened to it when she's interviewed people I cared about. I'm not, and I've said this on Instagram, I think, I'm not like a interview podcast person. Like if you're just interviewing a different person every week, I probably am not interested in your show. Just for me. Like it's like I'd rather get to know you. Like
and like I can acknowledge there is an art to interviewing,
Absolutely.
which Nene Leakes should learn.
Oh God.
Where it's just like, girl, why are you saying this? Why are you saying this?
When I saw
it's so bad.
And it's coming from her team.
I know.
No one was like, hey, we have to delete this entire chunk.
Yeah. T.S. Madison handled that
An angel.
perfectly.
Beautifully.
I know.
I could never.
I know.
It was so offensive.
Offensive to everyone.
Everyone.
Like,
Everyone.
offensive to gays, offensive to like trans people.
Yeah.
Offensive. Like,
Offensive. Nene,
and
what?
just such an antiquated way of thinking, and just so.
And you were just so blasé about it and like saying such offensive shit to this trans woman's face.
I know.
Like, I don't want to be with a guy who would want to be with you. Like, we're both women.
I know. And,
Like,
and
what
just,
are you talking
just like,
about?
Why would you say that?
Why
to
would
someone?
you say that
I
to
don't want to be
someone?
with a guy who'd want to be with you.
Just that sentence.
Like,
Don't you think
just
that is
sentence. Like, because do you know what that's implying, Nene?
Yes. It's awful.
Like,
awful. And you know I love
it reminds me of like that episode of Bethany, the talk show, when she like asked the audience of like women, like, would you want to be with a guy who was bisexual or whatever? And like all the women in the audience were just like, never. And
God.
it was just like,
I don't even remember that.
and it was just like, oh my God, it was.
That's
and
how
that was like over 10 years ago. But this is today.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. Because it's just like, fuck you. Like,
And
it's like you are the reason why so many men are afraid to.
I know. And it's like, it is so antiquated and it's so like, but aren't we as people, as an entire society, so happy that people can be themselves? And like these cis straight women will say, yes, I am. And like, I'm bisexual, or so many of my friends are bisexual, but I could never date a bisexual.
But they still place judgment on men, who like might be bisexual or like pansexual or interested in transgender women who are women who look like T.S. Madison. Looks like she's a woman,
period,
and everything. And then like and I think T.S. Madison handled that.
Oh, unbelievably.
So
she's just
like, no, I like guys are not into me because they're into dudes.
Yes, gay guys would not be into me.
Look at me.
Do you see?
And I, as a gay man, I look at her and I'm just like, that's a woman.
Yeah,
beautiful.
she's gorgeous, stunning.
But I am not interested in dating her because that is
she's
such a woman.
Right.
And so
that was bad.
Oh my God,
that was bad.
Nene, please. And the fact that they could have just made sure that never saw the light of day, and they didn't. Awful.
Bad.
I know.
Bad.
Ooh, and Ed kept asking about like body parts and everything. It's just, and like T.S. Madison was very honest.
She was very honest, open, and like, but like Nene or any interviewer doesn't have the right to that information. Like that is private. You don't ask your other guests about their genitalia and like what their partners or sexual partners like and don't like about their genitalia, because it's crazy and it's none of your business.
Yeah, and if T.S. Madison like wants to talk about that,
sure,
kind of thing, it seems like she seemed pretty open to talking about that type of thing. But like, it's not. You can't start talking about that.
You can't
like willy nilly. Like
wild. It should have like if T.S. wanted to talk about that, it would be up to her to bring it up. You know. Oh, so yeah, if you've seen that clip. Or if you haven't seen it, just know it was really bad. Just know it was really, really bad. Okay, ready for part 2?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Hi. Guys, we got ads galore because what do? We advertise things, and one day we will have our own mobile service provider.
Will never.
So we have to get these ads out to practice for when we talk about what would our mobile service provider name be called.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Right.
But we do have things remote. Like our live show happening on August 30th in New York City at the Caveat Theater. It is on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. You can get your tickets at 2gaymatslive.com. We also have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/2gaymats, you can get extra bonus content from us very regularly. Like our review of the Miley Cyrus film that we saw last week is coming up this week. And our reaction to Mariah's new Type Dangerous music video is going to go up after we watch it, after we record this podcast. And Patreon's just a great place to be. You can join the Discord and join in so many food fights and other discussions with a bunch of friends you just haven't met yet. And Matt Steele.
Yes. Wait, but 1 second. My birthday's coming up.
Yes.
And one thing you can do for my birthday is buy my brother's book.
Yes.
Order my brother's book, Not Lucille. It's available on Amazon.com. And there's a link in the info section. If you upload your receipt, you will get a signed book plate from my brother and a thank you video message from me.
Yes.
So, guys, it's my birthday. Support my family and their artistic endeavors.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Please
anyway.
do. Matt Steele.
Yes.
What section of the podcast are we in?
We are on Email My Heart. This is the section of the podcast where we answer any questions that you guys might have. You can be a part of Email My Heart if you email us at 2gaymats@gmail.com. 2 is spelled TWO. And so we got a wonderful question from the wonderful Christian. And it is, my first protest, no King's Day. It says, hello, Mats. I went to my very first protest today on No King's Day, June 14th, and it was amazing. Here in Iowa, I would say we got around 200 people, maybe. Small, but at least something for this small city here in Deep Red, Iowa.
Wow.
We had people marching from South Sioux City to Sioux City, and all went in front of the public museum. They were passed out pocket constitutions. We held signs up the street. Then people came up to randomly choose a portion of the Constitution or amendments to read out into a microphone. The event was very peaceful. We also had a Native American speaker from Winnebago. He talked about the importance of the treaties the U.S. made with the Native Americans and First Nations, which was particularly powerful in a time when ICE is going around questioning the citizenship of Native Americans.
Oh my God.
Thankfully, our city hasn't been hit by ICE yet, but Omaha, Nebraska has, and other places in Iowa have as well. So it was extra important to me to protest on No King's Day. The event was really powerful for me. I felt like I belonged, like I wasn't alone, and it was very moving. So my question is, what was your No King's Day like? Did you hear any powerful messages, see anything that was emotional, moving, or motivating? Thanks, Christian, we're very happy that like you're a very passionate person. We know you like from like the live stream and everything, and so very happy that you had a great time.
Absolutely.
And, you were a part of this like incredible thing.
Yeah. And I will say, I told you earlier on in the podcast, yes, I went to a No King's Day protest, and it was very moving. And the LA one, it was in a neighborhood of LA. There's a lot of people. I didn't get the exact number, but there were times where I was like, maybe we're in like the 5,000 to 7,000 people range at this single protest event. And I will say there are many pros in that like seeing so many people, so much community coming out in full force, especially in LA, which has so very clearly been hit with the ICE raids and people being separated from their families. And like, it's nice to see this number of people stand up for what's right and like do their, what they can do, very much so legally, very peacefully to, fight back in our own way. And like all the signs that are being like showing everyone like, we don't support this. We do not support this administration. We do not support that man. We do not support what's happening in our city. We know that immigrants make this country great, especially make LA great, Mexico. Like LA was in Mexico pretty recently, as part of Mexico, pretty fucking recently. And the fact that they're starting here with this kind of bullshit is so disgusting and so horrifying. So it just was heartening after the week prior. You just got all the news coming at you and it was all so depressing and terrible. So having this feel like, okay, look at all of us out here in full force. The sheer number of people was inspiring. I'll say there were some speeches, and it's a little hard to hear if you're not right in front of the...
It's like me in the CT scan.
Exactly.
Like, but you're like, I know, I'm supporting whatever it is that's happening.
I support you.
Yes.
And I believe the mayor of Pasadena was there giving a speech, and I was like, I'd love to hear the words, but I hear the passion.
You hear the passion.
And I agree. It was all very peaceful. I did see a physical altercation, but I was telling Matt Steele before we started that I don't think it was politics related. I think it was interpersonal. So I don't think that
they need to go be a guest on couples therapy.
Absolutely.
They sit down and then they're just like, yeah, we got into a fist fight at the No King's protest.
Right. Which we both.
This wasn't the place for that.
It really wasn't. But yes, no, it was a very positive experience, very heartening. And while there was such terrible news out of Minnesota, a couple of, was that yesterday, 2 days ago? I can't even keep.
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, it's awful.
Horrifying. Yeah. The fact that these two, this Democratic, state representative?
State representative, yeah.
Was assassinated in her home along with her husband. And there was another injury to a senator, I believe.
Yeah, another state representative and his wife, I believe.
Were both injured.
I think. I'm not positive.
It's just... Like you look at these news stories and you think, oh my God, we've like as a country completely gone insane. We have lost it. And it makes you feel isolated reading this kind of shit at home. And like, of course, this is horrifying and we should not be covering this up. We should be talking about this. Like this needs to be front page news because there are so many radicalized people who have truly gone to the dark side and we need to highlight that. But
because what does this administration and president do? They like raise all of the temperature of everything, which is actively what a president is not supposed to do.
Exactly.
So this person is not qualified to be president, whatsoever in the slightest.
And so it was nice to see so many people out on Saturday who agreed with that sentiment, who very clearly wanted to dump Trump. There were a lot of great chants, and just great. It was a great visual, and it was heartening because sometimes you read the news from your phone at home and you're just sort of like, it just all seems so bad. And the fact that there is such a huge population that is against what's happening, the fact that his disapproval ratings, the percentage goes up every day, and it brings me so much joy because this is unacceptable. This is not the America that people thought was the greatest country in the world when we were growing up. I don't recognize it compared to what's happening now.
Yeah, I unfortunately, I was working yesterday during the day. I work Saturday days. So I was protesting in my heart.
Yes.
I was supporting all the people. I was liking all the things and everything. And, and I wish I could have gone to something and been a part of something. But, I try to be as active as I can, in my community, any other time. And also we have, not that we have a giant platform on Tuesday Mats, but I try my best to sort of, encourage people to do what they need to do on this platform. I try to use my platform for a relative amount of good. Sometimes we argue about French fries, but yeah, we try to do that. So, but it was really heartening to see all of the people that were out yesterday, all across, not just the country, but the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a part of me that's kind of just where was everyone?
I know.
A couple months ago,
we tried to tell you.
Where was the enthusiasm a couple months ago? But
at least it's here now.
At least it's here now. Let's keep that going for the midterms of 2026.
Yes.
Everyone, make sure you're registered to vote.
Yes.
And to vote blue.
Yes.
Because that is the way to get change to happen, is to vote the right people in.
Yes.
And to block all of the insane things that this current administration is doing.
Yes.
So
yeah, I think that's that on that. So yeah, Matt Steele, I think, did you tell me that you did not have a Give Me Moments this week?
I don't, but do you have any 2 gay minutes?
I don't. We talked about the Traitors, in the cast list enough. I'm excited, interested. I think it's interesting that Candace is going to be on Traitors while Monique is back on Potomac, and it's I guess they're both back on Peacock, but not together.
Yeah,
interesting.
Well, I have some Travis tracks.
Oh, I always forget about Travis. It's
you always do.
I do. But
I was getting ready for the people in the live stream to start screaming "Don't forget about Travis tracks."
Never. Well, tell us what happened this week. What years are we in?
Oh, we are in 2005, 2006, and you know what happened in 2005.
Just so you know, this is Matt Steele's playlist he's made for his roommate Travis, who was less plugged in, especially to pop music growing up, and so he made a playlist of very important pop songs from the year of his birth, 1991, up until today that he just needed to know. And so I'm excited to see how the 2005 and 2006 treated Travis.
Travis is such a little baby. 1991.
I know.
Being born in the 90s.
I know.
Imagine.
Very different than
I'm
us.
sure most people listening were born
100%.
But
if not the aughts.
Exactly. So we are plowing through. So the next track that we got to from Travis was "Sorry" by Madonna. Confessions on a Dance Floor. I know.
A perfect
the opening.
song.
The opening of "Sorry"
Unbelievable.
is incredible. He says,
"Désolé."
I know, and just I've heard it all before.
I've heard it all before.
Just getting louder and louder. Genius. Anyway, this isn't about that. Well, it is about that, but whatever. Travis says, this one actually grew on me. Oh. At first, I was like, what is this? This is a creepy intro. And that's why it's so good, Travis.
I know.
Good beat, feels like a sweaty club scene, but honestly, sexy.
Of course.
And whenever Travis uses the word sexy, FYI, it means it's an A.
I love that that's really what he's looking for.
Oh, he just wants to feel sexy.
Perfect.
That's all he wants in his songs.
I love that for him.
We Belong Together.
Okay.
By Mariah Carey.
Did you tell him it was the biggest song of the decade?
No, I didn't. I haven't talked to him since he sent me this entire list.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in the last day and a half.
Okay.
And he says, I love it.
Yes!
And then he says another very true thing about this song. She's back. She's back.
Sure, yes.
Because, prior he was listening to, Through the Rain, which we love. Yes. But I told him about the Charm Bracelet era. I told him about the Glitter era. I gave him the history of everything, guys. Good. And he also said about it, another sexy one.
Oh, okay.
And then he said, kind of sounds like Hamilton a bit.
Okay.
Which I always said that Helpless from Hamilton sounds like a Mariah song. Like Mariah could so sing Helpless.
It does, but I don't know if it's the back and forth, but it gives me more Ashanti than Mariah, but I hear it. Like they're not a
Okay.
world away from each other in that part of their career. So
Okay,
I hear
fair. Next one, which I'm excited about.
it. Okay.
Guys, we're getting to Robin.
Oh,
Handle Me by Robin.
I love Handle Me.
I know. He says, ooh, love this. Bad girl music. Honestly, still a little sexy.
Great.
I know.
Great.
I know. Next one.
Yeah.
Be Mine by Robin.
A perfect first single
It's
off that
great.
record.
Was it the first single?
I think it was.
Oh, it's so good.
Those strings.
I know. He says, this is okay. Not a hit for me, but still good.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
I know. I'll take. It was picking Be Mine was a little hard because I was like, do I do Be Mine? Do I do Bum Like You, or do I do Robot Boy? Because I couldn't
Robot
do all
Boy.
three because
You
I
couldn't.
can only do 365 songs in this playlist.
Yes.
Yeah. So
That's the thing. If you're a big Body Talk Robin fan, you need to go back and listen to her self-titled album.
excellent.
Unbelievable.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. Next is my favorite Robin song, With Every Heartbeat.
I love With Every Heartbeat.
I know. And that to me is just the song where it's like, oh, Robin has tapped into something new that is so her.
Absolutely.
He says, this song makes me nervous for some reason. I feel like I'm having a heart and panic attack.
Good.
I know. And he says, which I guess makes sense given the
Yes.
name of the song. The instrumental part is nice. So I'm going to have
Okay.
to tell him, like, it's just so expansive. There's no structure to it, but it's so perfect.
And it's like, yes, no, it should be giving you all of these feelings. It should make your heart race a little bit because she's on like a knife's edge on that song.
I know.
And it hurts with every heartbeat.
And just the production of just like, she discovered like, oh, this is the pitter patter of a gay boy's heart.
Yes, absolutely.
She figured that out.
She gets that.
So yeah, next is Hide and Seek by Miss Imogen Heap. I know. He says, oh, I've heard this one before.
Of course.
This also feels like I'm on my deathbed and my life is flashing before my eyes.
Hey.
Not sure if it's a good thing or not. I will say I found this sound is very unique to her and so good for her and is very original.
All right. I mean, maybe
All
he's
facts.
thinking the death because this was when Marissa shot Trey in the OC.
He's not thinking that.
Well,
but it's like the reason why it was probably used in that scene is because maybe the director of whatever episode that was just like, yeah, Imogen Heap's Hide and Seek sounds like Deathbed as well.
the music supervisor of the OC, like that was her full-time job.
Okay.
And she just did a
like,
great
I
job
know what
here.
to do
She
here.
knew what to do.
Yeah. Next is Rehab, Amy Winehouse.
Oh, he knows.
He says, obviously heard this one.
Yes.
It's so catchy, but also perhaps the lyrics don't send a very healthy message. Well, she's just singing her truth,
yes,
guys.
exactly.
She's singing her truth.
She's being honest.
Next is Back to Black by Amy Winehouse.
Classic.
He says, she has such a beautiful voice. I just feel like her sound isn't what I need at this very moment, though.
Okay.
And he says, very sorrowful.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
That's the point, Yolanda.
Exactly. And then, guys, I was so excited for Travis to get to this because we know Travis loves upbeat pop
Sexy.
songs that make you feel sexy.
Of course.
And what makes you feel sexier than fucking B-Day? Literally nothing.
Is it Get Me Bodied?
Of course, Get Me Bodied
Perfect.
is
I had to
the
make
next
sure.
track on there. Get Me Bodied is next. And he says, great workout song. Yes, yes, yes. Very sexy. Yes.
A perfect song.
Next song and the last of this round's Travis tracks.
Yes.
Upgrade You by Beyonce.
Classic.
And he says, so sexy. And ended it with, just what the doctor ordered.
I love it.
Yes, it is, Travis. B-Day is what the doctor should have ordered for all of us.
Absolutely. And I know you guys all think that we give B-Day too much and we don't.
It's
perfect,
it's
guys.
something I will never understand that society, that the Beehive itself does not give B-Day enough to
I
me.
think some do, but they just think that everything after self-titled is above it. And I'm like, I don't know that I agree. It's not.
The thing is, B-Day is just it was her when she found her sound
Yes.
and her style.
Yes.
And every song is a hit.
Every single
song.
one.
Oh, and I know you're not a fan of Ring the Alarm, but but it's so Beyonce. It's so like that is what the album is to me. This is so Beyonce.
Yes.
I love B-Day.
Yes.
There's not a miss on it.
We all do.
I know. And there's
Artemis. But
listen.
we all love B-Day.
Yes.
We all love B-Day.
So, and by all of us, I mean the two gay mats.
Yes.
Y'all need to give B-Day enough.
Yes.
Okay, so are we on to Give Me Moments?
I think we are.
This is Give Me Moments. This is the section of the podcast where we talk about the things we consumed this week that gave us a wonderful life and moments and everything.
Yeah.
I unfortunately don't have one this week. I was busy.
That's okay.
I was very busy doing a lot of stuff, trying to listen to loudspeakers in a donut-shaped piece of magnet.
Right. Okay.
And failing at that.
Yes.
And so I could not consume much this week. And also I'm like planning my birthday, you know.
Are you planning it? I'm still waiting on that text.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
You're planning it in theory.
I'm planning it in theory.
Yes, okay.
So yeah, I'll say Giving Me Moments is seeing all the No Kings protests and being like, fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. That was
yeah.
Giving Me Moments this week.
Absolutely.
So not Matt Steele.
Nope.
I'm Matt
There's
Steele.
someone else here.
Matt Palmer.
Yes.
What has been giving you moments this week?
I just have to say, as a person who has always loved, ever since, Bethany went to see Dr. Amador, I believe his name was, on Housewives of New York, there's nothing I like more than someone on television going to therapy. Like, you just really get to the nitty gritty. Like, let's have those real conversations with these people who you think of as characters, but they're true human beings. We get to the bottom of their issues. And so I always knew, and my TikTok even had kind of caught me, like, whenever I would swipe and see a clip from...
you really go on TikTok now these days,
I mean,
don't you?
I'm on sometimes. Not all, not as much as the kids, but it happens. It's a part of my thing. I certainly go on more than I went on Facebook today. I couldn't do anything. I was like, how do you get places?
I still go on Facebook every day just to check my notifications and to scroll through like 3 people's things.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, that's enough. And to check birthdays, see if I need to wish someone a happy birthday.
That's always helpful.
Yeah.
But no, so my TikTok would sometimes stop me on a clip from the Showtime show Couples Therapy starring Dr. Orna. And she basically over the course of the season has like 4 or 5 couples that come in and they're, at a part of their relationship where it's like, are we going to stay together? Are we going to separate? I want to make this work, but is this working? And she is just there to listen and to therapize as much as she can. But like, she also talks to like she like almost has a therapist of her own. It's like she has people she works with and she'll talk to them off camera, like not in the session with the couples, and be like, okay, I'm having this reaction to what's happening here. Like this one guy, he disappears all the time and it's a real trouble for the girl. And like, he won't call when he's out and he's out with girls from his job. He's not actually cheating, but like he goes out and kind of disappears. And like, I have a personal issue with that. Cause like, why is there such dishonesty in this relationship? If you're going to be a couple, why not just be honest with each other? And she's
I should know where you are.
But she's like, the whole goal is they're like, you shouldn't be bringing your personal biases as the therapist into this session, you know? And so it's interesting to see Dr. Orner's perspective, how she tries to guide the conversation and gets them to like talk and like amongst themselves and try to mediate the situation, but also without leading to the like, you two need to break up or like, you guys need to do X, Y, Z.
Of course, yeah.
And just to see her process and to see these people who are really trying, and half the time you're like, I think this isn't so bad. I think you guys could make it work. Like there's one couple, I wish I could remember anyone's names, but I'm not, from season 1. And it is, I think they're both, maybe a black guy, a Latina lady. I don't know if I actually don't know her race, but whatever. And she is just very type A, she's just very high strung and very like, she has passion and like, but then that passion can go away very quickly. And he'll be like, you call me 20 times at work and like, I cannot answer every time. And then when I get home and I have not answered your call, you're pissed at me for not answering. And I'm like, but no, I'm here now. Will you tell me what you wanted to tell me on the phone? She's like, no, I'm over it.
Oh, I fucking there's nothing I hate more than like something like that.
It's just like, I think, and it's not to say that he is perfect, but in this situation, it's like, babe, you're asking a lot of him.
Yeah.
Like you are just, and like she just is, and the thing is, in episode 2 or 3, you kind of learn about her past and like the previous relationship that she's been in, and like she's dealt with such horrible guys in her past. And it's like kind of making sense why she holds on so tightly or like thinks of everything as a red flag. And I feel like there's a way, I hope by the end of the season, the two of them stay together, because I do think there's a lot of love there and they just speak different languages, but I think it can work.
Nothing drives me worse than any of y'all listening who has ever said the phrase, I'm over it, to like prove some sort of, as some sort of gotcha to someone.
And it's also like the way you say that, you're clearly not over it.
Yes, like, and you want to make a point that you're not over it. Like, it drives me insane.
And it's just like she's going for silent treatment while staying mad instead of like, let's discuss this and like see where we're missing each other. So I don't know. I just find it to be fascinating. And I think there are couples like that like are truly just having a communication issue that they can overcome. And I hope that they do by the end of the season. But there's this one, the guy I remember, his name is Mao, M-A-U. And you see a picture of him. He's beautiful. He's like a very handsome guy with a very beautiful wife as well. I know we just get what we get on the television. The worst person I've ever seen. Like the way he speaks, like he is talking in this, he everything that is said in the session by his wife or by Dr. Orna, he always has to be like, well, not exactly. That's not exactly what I said. That's not exactly what I meant. Like blah, blah, blah. And when asked like, oh, what do you want in a partner? He's like, I'm the easiest guy in the world. All I want is for someone to know what I want before I want it. Before I want it. Like, I want a glass of water. So before having to ask, I want you to put a glass of water on the table in front of me. And these two people have been married for 23 years. And I'm like, girl, you've got to run. This man is a narcissist and has gotten away with this shit because of his face, and absolutely not. You cannot treat people like that. And she's like, that feels very maternal to me. Like, it feels like a very mother-son bond. And then Dr. Warner's like, that's very astute and very profound. And he's like, is it profound or is it just the first thing you thought of? And like, if you open any of the books in here, this is what it would say. And it's like, you're a piece of shit. And the fact that you've been allowed to move through the world this way and no one has said anything to you until now is shocking to me.
Well, now he's just like on TV embarrassing himself.
In the beginning of the second episode, she turns to him and is like, please don't do that again. Like, all I'm asking like is don't just try to be the bad guy. And he's like, well, someone's got to be the bad guy. That's the only way people know who they are. And so it's like, so you're almost doing this on purpose on television just to be a dick? Like, I don't even get it. But I was like, you must end this marriage. Like, this is why I can't be a therapist.
Sure.
Because I would have no patience for that. Like, I found it so revolting. And she tried so hard and like gave him big smiles and was like, he's not all bad. And like, and it's like, this is just not the way to treat anyone. But especially like, this is the person you're in love with and want to spend the rest of your life with. He's recounting when they first met, and it's almost beautiful. It's almost like I saw her and my world stopped. I could tell that she's connected on a different level than I am. Like, I'm so analytical, and she just like, it's like she walks on water, like nothing gets started. And you're like, oh wow, that's beautiful. And he's like, oh, and one other thing, and I, hate to be crass, but I was like, oh God, what are you gonna say? First time I saw her, I thought, I want to fuck that for the rest of my life. That's
the second thing you said. Like,
and then I'm just like, ma'am, you don't find that to be incredibly insulting? Like, people, if you were freaked out by the Sabrina cover,
I know, my God.
Imagine living. I couldn't take I want to see the end of it and have it be they're not together. I don't know if they're together or not now. If somehow they're together and you're watching this, then Mao, I hope you've changed completely. But it's an interesting show. It keeps my attention.
Man-child indeed.
Man-child indeed.
Oof. That's very rough. Does the therapist have confessionals too? Where she's sitting there and she's just like, I couldn't tell them this, but oh God, they need to break up.
None of them. There are no confessionals.
I would love it if the therapist had confessionals.
Her confessionals are essentially her talking to her like therapists, mentors about the couples. That's essentially her confessionals, but he's the worst. He's the worst. Long and short of it, it's like, it's an entertaining show. It is riveting. And a lot of these couples, there are things to root for, but some of them it's like, I think we got to cut it. Which again, why I'm not a couples therapist, but sometimes it's like, this isn't working.
It's not working.
And also like, how long can you be in a relationship where it's like actively not fun and like, not even like, oh, it's neutral, but like it's actively like bad? Mm-hmm. I don't have the patience for that. I'd be like, oh, I know I'm not happy. Wait, guys, I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
So
I just don't, I hope everyone gets what they need from their therapy.
Well, I get like if you're married and you like made that commitment.
Yeah, and if you have a baby,
of course,
and
everything. People like take that commitment very seriously and they're like, no, I want to work on this. I want to work on this. I want to work on this. But like, when this guy is this guy,
no work can be done.
I think you can ditch the commitment.
I
think you can ditch the commitment.
No one would be mad.
Because fuck that. When I'm thirsty, you should know. I am not a mind reader. I don't know what's going on in the tips of your tongues, your taste buds.
A mind reader / maid. And it's like, no, I'm a full fucking human being. You piece of shit.
You can ask me if you're busy and you can't get yourself a glass of water. You can ask me and I'll happily do it for you, help you out, whatever. I'll do, if you do things for me too.
Exactly.
But like if I'm not thinking like I'm not sitting here thinking like I wonder if Matt Palmer's thirsty.
No, because that's crazy. Because I'm an adult. I can do if I need something, I can verbalize that or do it for myself. Like you need to be a self-sufficient person. It's a great show.
Great show, great television.
It's upsetting, but it's a great show.
And we love villains on Traitors. We love villains on Big Brother and Survivor.
That's the thing is like as
villains
much
on this show. Woo.
I don't know, because like you're not going on Traitors after this, Mao.
I know. If he was on Traitors,
he'd be terrible. I said, get him out.
I wouldn't put it past Traitors to be like, yeah, let's get him on. Let's get him on.
Oh my goodness. So, anything else you want to tell the people?
I don't think so.
Well, guys, thank you guys so much for listening and or watching the podcast. We'll be back next week with more 2 Gay Mats, the podcast.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, what a show. And yes, this is going to be the last live for a minute. I mean, if you're on Patreon, if you're at the $10 plus level, we are doing a live watch party of Dreamgirls this Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So that would be something. But if you are not a $10 plus patron, we will not be doing live streams in the next couple of weeks because I will be in France. Yeah. But we'll record a new podcast on Friday. That'll be up on Sunday. We'll premiere it on YouTube. And then the following week, Matt Steele's going to have a cool co-host. Have you decided
not as cool as me?
Not as cool as me. Have you decided who it's going to be yet?
I haven't asked him. Okay. He'll say yes, guys. Please.
All right.
Please. And so when are you back? You're back like July 4th or whatever?
I'm back, July 4th. So I'm like, maybe we could do the Kesha and Lord stuff that Sunday before the podcast. I mean, do you work that Sunday?
Yeah,
Probably.
You do, yeah.
Okay. Can you ask for it off? It's like 2 weeks from now. Or get someone to cover you. We could do it a different day too, but
I'll have to see.
Yeah.
Just because I don't, just because also like Sundays are like big money shifts.
Oh.
Okay. And I am down to just 3 shifts a week.
All right. Congratulations. I don't know if I knew that for sure.
Sundays are like good.
Oh, you thought you're a good thing. Okay.
But
we could do, is the 4th a Saturday? Let's see. Someone had to ask us something. Who would say that? Dreamgirls, listen. I have something important to say. All right. Say your important thing.
Matt Steele, you said you don't know the album cuts from Mimi album. You got to fix that. I will.
Yes.
Stay the night. We love.
Stay the night.
Please.
We're reading you, babe. You got to say the thing.
Please read me before going. Okay. We'll wait.
Let me look at the calendar. Yeah, I guess we could also just do it during the week, at some point, but should probably do it soon. Okay, so Friday's the 4th.
July.
Could we do Saturday?
I could do Saturday night.
Let's do Saturday night. Saturday night from like 6:30. Could you do 6:30 or?
Yeah, sure.
All right, great. All right. 6. So plan for if you want to watch us live react to the new Lorde and Kesha albums.
We are gonna be so fucking tired.
I mean, I think both these albums are gonna be like 40 minutes.
For the first time, we love a short song.
I know this is our first time loving a short song. But yeah, so aim for the 5th of July.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Majoy,
we're waiting on you, baby.
Say it. Say it.
Yes. Gotta say it. Why don't you remote live stream from the Eiffel Tower? That's an idea. Because I'm on vacation, darling. I am not taking any work computers.
It's true. I am a fellow content creator. Please make a very good review of the Dangerous video. I've seen a few. They didn't.
That's funny.
We're doing one right now.
Yes.
And it's gonna be on Patreon.
It's gonna be Patreon. Well, how are you still live after the Type Dangerous? Well, we haven't seen it, so that's how we're still live. But yeah, it'll be on Patreon. There's a new Kesha album. I'll have to tell my brother. Yes, it comes out on July 4th, Independence Day. Makes sense.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
I know.
You go, Kesha.
That's the thing. We love Kesha.
Those songs are great.
Yes, they are great.
Oh, Boy Crazy's so great.
Unbelievable.
It's so good.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So yeah, don't worry. I love how Majoy was just like, you need to listen to this. Please make a good reaction video.
It'll be good and it'll be on Patreon. Hopefully it's by tomorrow. I mean, it shouldn't take a long time to edit that. Yeah. I can get it up.
Do you want me to edit it?
No, I mean, I already have all the shit here. It's all fine. It's fine.
Okay. Don't say I don't offer to help.
I know. I won't say that. Yeah. But also just remember Tuesday that I need to give you like mics and this thing and stuff. Okay. But we can remember.
Great.
Okay, that's so important. Thanks for reading more.
Anytime.
Yes, of course.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for joining.
We love you.
Thank you all for joining.
I need to get Peacock so I can watch Traitors.
You do. We'll let you know when Traitors comes back.
Yeah, get it in January when Traitors starts. Just pop up for like 5 minutes and laugh at stuck on this side of the pond.
That's funny. So there will be another live just on Saturday. No, there's no live this Saturday, but there will be a Twitch live stream on Saturday, July 5th, ideally.
Yeah.
Where we react to the albums. But next Sunday, you'll be watching a recording of us doing the pod.
Well, because if you want to record the podcast Friday, like, does it have to be remotely? I can come here Friday.
You don't mind coming here Friday?
No, I don't care.
We could do it remotely. Why not?
No, you always it's so stressed when it's remote.
It's not stressed when it's remote.
I mean, I'm happy to come here, unless like you don't. You'd rather not.
I don't mean we'll figure it out.
I'm totally happy to come here.
Okay, all right. We'll discuss that.
Are you watching Drag Race All Stars?
No, we're not watching Drag Race All Stars, but I have seen clips of Mistress.
I've seen clips of Mistress too.
She's always great.
Yeah.
She was great in her season.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right.
Well,
watching us from Singapore. That's
hi,
so cool.
Singapore.
We love Singapore.
I always love Singapore. I always love looking at maps of Singapore because I'm like, how is the country so teeny tiny? And
You love a map.
I love a map. I love looking at Singapore. It's the tiniest little country. It's adorable.
There's a lot going on there.
I know. A lot going on there.
A lot going on.
They got good taste.
Yes, watching two gay mats.
The joy here.
Yes.
We love.
We love all of you.
We love all of you. Thank you for
Gotta watch
coming.
Mariah.
We got to go watch Mariah. He's been waiting long enough.
I have been waiting. God, I'm so brave.
You really are.
Bye, guys.
Bye.